Hey, good morning. Hoi, hoi. Plan for today is to be pretty casual, pretty low energy, because I just wanted to test if these new settings work, to be honest, before hopping into other games after Celeste is done. So today's a bit of a laid-back day. Is that a Gek hiding? That is a Gek. Hi, Normally, and hi, Simonius. Morning, morning. Yeah, I think his name was Mop. Pretty sure. Mop the Gecko, I think it was. I just thought it was a cool, like, gecko gif. But apparently it was like a whole thing from, like, the Tumblr Democratic votes or something in some kind of year. I don't know. It's a long time ago. But hi. How are y'all doing? I've had a pretty low energy day, honestly, because I've been tired. I didn't get enough sleep, I think. So today's a low energy day. That stuff, yeah. Also, does the stream load properly? Is everything looking good? Is everything fine? Because, like, normally my streams are in 720p, and 60 FPS. But this one, 1080p, 30 FPS. And I have no idea if the bitrate works out. Stream looks fine, that's good. Yeah, we got quadruple the pixels, I think. No, not quadruple the pixels. Lots of pixels in any case. All is well? That's good to hear normally. And higher Mindsire. Hello. Did some activities but been a bit stressed tonight. Yeah, I getcha. Frame rate's noticeable, definitely more pixels. Yeah. You'll have to, like, tell me what you prefer. Because, like, I know for some games you want frame rate over resolution, and sometimes you want resolution over frame rate. And I thought, like, Celeste's, especially if it's like modding, right? Because that's the plan for today. Little brushing up on the modding, as probably my last Celeste stream for a while. Because I'm a little bit done with Celeste for now, I feel. At least for streaming it, you know? Map, yeah. I've been working on my Celeste campaign. It is a 5-chapter campaign, and it is more or less done. Yeah, like this is a large one. So you have your first walk up, then you have the maze, then the tower, and then the final rooms in the outro. This is a big chapter. It's the last chapter, in fact. And it is a chapter that I need to process some feedback for. We've also been working your Celeste campaign? That's cool. So I can now finally, there you go. Turn on the sounds a little bit. A bit burnt on Celeste yourself? Definitely. I getcha. Like, I feel like Celeste isn't burning me out as much as the community is. I don't know, like, the vibes are just no longer my vibes, you know? Do you want to get into mapping? Big recommended. However, if I can give you, like, one piece of advice type deal, right? Not to be the grumpy old person in the community, but I feel like a lot of the mapping culture has been really focused on, like, collabs and such and contests. I don't like that. I don't like that. Hi, Stinkly. Listen, I'm not Stinkly, Roboto. No such thing here. Like, met you through Jay? Yeah. Kinda met everyone through Jay. Don't want to get into collabs? Good. Map culture is basically just collapsing contests, and that sucks. I hate that. Hate that for you. Type deal, right? So I wanna stay far away from that, but that means staying far away from the entire community. Like, because like I'm one of those cringy people, right? That say that making games is an art form, you know? Like, you can really tell stories and convey experiences through what you make. And I'm one of those people in a community of essentially Kaizo hack makers. Which, nothing like against that, that's cool. It's just, these are two different visions of what modding means. And I'm on the other side of the majority, I feel. So that's introduced me to most of your online friends. I mean, same for me. Like the main Discord server I hang out, they're all from Celeste. And all of them are burnt out on Celeste. Just because like collabs and things and such and everything. You know? Like... Also, man, press B to talk to Balin. Ain't that neat? That's pretty cool. I might have to, like, overhaul that. Somehow, it's weird. Starting to get burnt out on Celeste, too? Like, the problem of Celeste, right? Like, Celeste, amazing game. I love Celeste. I will not get tired of Celeste for a long time. I'm just tired of the community and the vibes around it, you know? You currently work mostly focused on gameplay, but you don't want to focus on storytelling and stuff at some point. Yeah. Because of course, like, gameplay is of course first, right? Because it's a game. But you can take that game and then, you know, have a little story around it, and I think that's nice. And that's like also what Inwards is, right? Consider your views on collabs and stuff. What do you think about birthday maps? As a map for someone as a birthday gift? There's absolutely nothing wrong with those. Because it's okay. There's okay, let me go into a little bit more detail as to what the fuck I'm talking about here. Because as per usual, there's nuance to it, right? So it's not as if I'm gonna sit here and say, collab? Bad. Never do a collab. Like, that's not it either. The main thing that I'm against is projects where people feel like they're forced to join these projects because otherwise people won't play their maps, right? Like, if you mention, like, to someone like, hey, just make your own map, people will say, like, yeah, I could, but then no one's gonna play it. Which is a damn shame. That sucks. Come on now. Well, why is that so? That's not a good community vibe, right? And birthday maps can be like that, where people are like, hey, I'm gonna make a birthday map for this well-known person so that people are gonna play it. And if that's the reason you make a birthday map, please spend your efforts elsewhere. Please focus on what you want to make and make that. But if you have like some extra time, you're like, hey, I have a friend. I want to make some little small thing for them because I think they are a cool friend. Go for it. Absolutely. Make that thing for your friend. Come on now. Give them that gift. It's nice. Like, as per usual, it's always about what's behind it, you know? The motivations. You worry about if people play your map sometimes? I mean, that's an eternal issue, isn't it? But the reality is, if you make a nice map, it'll get some plays. Alright, it'll get some plays. Hi, my ma. Hello. How are you doing? I'm currently pretending to work on my map while actually just chatting. The community has kind of shifted towards playing maps that are good and fun rather than collabs. So, hey, that's good. I'll have to take your word for it, because I haven't interacted with the community at all in the past, like, year. Just been out here doing other stuff. like Sentient Force released recently, people love that one despite Queer never having done anything else before. Yeah, right? But I also feel like the specter of no one's gonna play my map, it's just that, it's a specter, because like Glyph, right? Glyph got so many plays. Glyph is like god status. Shade Worlds, people love that map. And that came out in the times of collabs already, right? It's just, hey, person made a good map and released it, and people played it. Wow, that's crazy. So I feel like a lot of people are limiting themselves a little bit by only really adhering to collabs and such. And I feel like people need to get that confidence to step out, you know? And do their own thing. And additionally, one other thing that I think collabs kind of like did a little bit, which scares people, is that a lot of collabs had a lot of artists working on it. And that's like, how that went is a different story altogether. But because of that, a lot of people who aren't artists feel like they need to involve artists in making their own maps, right? Because otherwise it's just a default ass looking map, and people feel like that's not good enough. But, you know, like, you don't need to do that. Come on now. If you have passion for your project, it will shine. And you don't need fancy new assets to show it. You know? Mimo, thank you for the resub. Don't you colon 3 me. But it's very much appreciated. Wait, did I? Oh. There used to be a skip here, and I seem to have patched it. Huh. I don't even remember doing that. Man, I really just like started, hit start streaming and decided to talk about Celeste community, huh? That's just the way it goes sometimes. Sippy. One of those days, yeah. But like, I just want to sit here, make my cool map with my cool story that I wrote, and then publish it. And at this point, I don't even care if people play it. I just want to have it out, you know? Because like, I started this project way back when a custom campaign? Unthinkable. No one's done that before. And by now, I feel like there's been so much release, nothing's gonna surprise anyone at this point. Sometimes you want to collab, but just because you want to make stuff with other people. Yeah, like, I've wanted that too, right? Like, getting together with all my favorite buddies and just really making a passion project. Not like one map for each of us, because that's not a collab. That's a map pack. That's something else. But I mean like working on a map together. Like truly one map. And the problem with that is that all my friends are tired. And I don't want to do it anymore. So I don't have anyone to work with. But like that's probably for the better because I have other projects to do nowadays. Like with the whole streaming and video thing. So oh, damn, wrong door. Like I don't think I can spare the time to develop a whole ass mod pack again. But I kinda still want to, you know. Oh. I forgot how to do this room. Ah, that works. Hey. It's also a benefit from like not doing your rooms in so long. Because you'll just like forget how to do a room and then you can reassess it with a new eye. Still gotta do crosscode? Yeah. Crosscode, good. This code's to finishing it? The final bits are really cool. I should probably turn down the music a little bit. It's a bit loud, I think. Cool, cool. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this up on the side because I have also some feedback to look at. So also like idly browse that while looking at stuff. I feel like I had something to say, and it's completely gone. My thoughts are evaporating at this time. Hi, Lynn. Oh, that's cool. No, that feeling? Yeah, it's like, it's really here today. Was Skrook feedback in question? No, this is not Skrook feedback. Because Skrook got really busy, so couldn't finish their feedback. This feedback, speak of the devil, is Lynn's feedback, which is what I'm taking a peek at today. In all honesty, with the amount of like tangents I'm just sitting here and talking about, I probably won't finish like looking at the feedback today. But that's also not the point of the stream, right? Because this stream, as the title suggests, is just a test stream. I'm just here to test if the bitrate works. And while having, you know, a little something to put on before I, you know, start with a new game. So we're just kind of hanging out. And whether I get stuff done or not, it's all good. It's all good. The vibes are more important. Cheeky vibes go so hard? Absolutely. It was, what's the song called again? It was The Big City? I give up. Dinner's The Big City. Yeah, that's a song. That's a good song. And hi, Corker. Welcome on in. We're just kind of hanging out and vibing. Love chicken OST. Yeah, chicken game is good. So I'm looking at some of this feedback, right? And some of it is kind of obvious in retrospect. Your least favorite track, though? That's fair. It does have a very different energy for most of the game. God. So here I have this tech book, which teaches you can jump out of pipes. Kind of like those dream block things. And it's followed by a pipe where you have to not jump. Really makes you think, doesn't it? Classic. I recognize the feedback. I recognize that it would be correct to fix this. However, that takes effort. I'm not doing that. This is fine. It's gonna be all right. Like, listen, maybe I'll fix it one day. So what was the feedback? The feedback was that there's a tutorial here for jumping out of pipes, because this is like the first time that is introduced. But the first pipe is a jump where you specifically have to not jump. Right? Name for this room? Oh yeah, it's called the trans pipeline. Feedback point 2 for this room was good room name, haha. I fucking love this. This is so funny. Giving every room its own name was the best decision. Such a good decision. Like, it's just so funny to see, like, feedback for room A02.1. The greatest yeets. Alright. Like, the whiplash between the formality of the room code and then the name. Where are you getting the feedbacks from? So a while back, I sent out a help message in Celeste like, hey, I need feedback. I need some feedback. I have no clue what I'm doing. I've been modding this for 3 years, never asked for feedback, no clue if this is good or not. A lot of people responded. Most of them did not give good feedback. Most of them, like, I think like half of them didn't give any feedback at all after just taking the map. And only one playtester, got to chapter 5, and that's Lynn. Shoutouts to Lynn, for real. So I have one person's feedback to work off of for chapter 5 right now. So that's what we're doing. And like, while like people have often said like, hey, give me the map, I'll give you feedback. They never gave feedback, so seriously, I got through part of chapter 5 here, but yeah. Because like, I specifically, most of all, need feedback for the end of chapter 5. Your feedback counts as 2 people's feedback? That's true. Lynn's feedback is like, ooh, that's high quality feedback right there. That's some good feedback. Like, 2 people have given feedback that I think is like outstanding, and it's Lynn and Squik. Their feedback is above and beyond. It's so good. The only problem is that currently my sample size is really small. Because you see, no longer busy the same way, so could try giving feedback on the remaining parts later? That's fair. But I think I'll first update the map so you can have an updated go, you know? But you see, like, this map is kind of difficult. And I asked Celeste Cord, like, 2 years ago, like, hey, should I make this last thing long? And Celeste Cord said, yeah, do it. So they're long. The final 3 rooms are long. And difficult. And I don't know if they're too difficult or not. Which parts are too rough? What do I need to change? So I've watched some people playtest it. I've watched some people playtest it in person. That was 2 people. 2 people simultaneously playing it in person. And one of them had a lot of fun and said, nice. And one person struggled a lot and got really tilted. So that's like 1 for 1 on how difficult it is. Yeah, and Lynn also wasn't too happy about this. So that's currently 2 people for too difficult and 1 person for just right. So I don't fully know yet. I feel like a little bit more would be nice, but also haven't looked at the feedback with enough detail to like know. I thought easier changes implemented? Yeah. Your feedback is color-coded debug rooms. Simonius, here's a little thing for you. Here's a little thing for you. Debug mode is not intended gameplay, and therefore it falls outside of the scope of the intended experience. So no. Were you one of the playtesters? Yes. My Mo's one of the playtesters. To be fair, these rooms are color-coded. Sorta. Where the start is green, checkpoints are green, berry rooms are blue, and the fountain room's red, and purple is like unused. Yeah, and mine is quite experienced at the game, yeah. Although, to be fair, if I were to color code this part, almost every single room would be optional in blue. Let's see. Let's get the window back up. Yeah, there's like one thing that I don't know how it works. And that is because you see, right? We've got a mod options, right? And we go real quick up to where is it? Where is it? Only helper, right? Using learn to make the map? Right now, yeah. Right now I'm using learn. So right here, right? Keyboard config, talk to Badeline, B. And yeah, it works for me. And in code, I defined it to be the default. But I've had reports that apparently it's unbound for people installing the mod. And I have no idea how that works. I have no idea how I would go about fixing that. Fuck me, I guess. So, like, I don't know how to fix this. Real scratching my head time moments. So, like, a key mechanic might just not work. Where you have to go into the mod options to bind the button. That's an ask someone who's made things of default keys? Yeah. But like, you aren't the only person. This must definitely have default keys? Yeah. I think so, right? But like, you're not the only person who's had that issue. That issues have been happening before. So I don't know. It's weird. So at this point, I'm probably just gonna slap a big disclaimer on the front like, hey, make sure this button is bound to be. Don't see how that's any point against it. Should be able to do public keybind, talkbind, get set code, if defaults. Huh? Sorry for typos. That's fair. Like, in the code, there is the default value. It should just work. It worked for me. But whatever. No, that'll cause confusion when people try to make sure that button's properly bound in chapter 1 and doesn't do anything. Yeah, but then there the prompt shows up, right? Like at this point it becomes relevant. Right? Right. Like that's the intent, so that's why the bird is there. They're like, hey, it's in play now. Think you fixed the defaults, Bind? Ah, Bunshines. Hello, hello, welcome on in. Ah, welcome Raiders. How are y'all doing? How's it going? Ah, thank you for the shout out, Lynn. Ah, Poke Park 2, Wonders Beyond. Yo, I don't think I've heard of that. How are y'all doing? How was your stream? Very cozy? Ah, that's good to hear, good to hear. This is a bit of a low energy stream today. It's mainly just a small test stream to see if the encoding settings were working. Hey girl, hey Ava, hello. How you doing? Oh yeah, but Raiders, make sure to get a small bite or a small drink if you need. Make sure to stay hydrated, and etc, etc. And take a rest if you need it. Start playing Pokepark 2 with your good friend Peach. Ah, that sounds nice. It's always really fun to be able to stream things with a friend. Ah, that sounds good. What kind of game is Pokepark, if you don't mind me asking? Like, I've never heard of the Pokepark. Oh. So let me just pull up the thing again. There we go. Good feedback, good feedback. We stretch this boy. There we go. It's an adventure game. Pokemon spin-off on the Wii directed towards a younger audience. I see, I see. Is it a parkour Pokemon? It's like a bunch of little mini games. You play with Pokemon, you're also trying to save the world. Ah, I see, I see. Yeah, that sounds fun. That sounds like a good time. I can't say I've looked at too many of like the Pokemon spin-off games. I only really know about the it's not called Pokemon Adventure. Mystery Dungeon. That's the one. Like that's the only one I really know. And like Pokemon Snap? Yeah. Oh, there's a map that has been bouncing inside of your head for like 2 weeks now. Really want to make it, but you have no idea how to make gameplay. I can give you some basic pointers on that if you would like. But it's always up to you. Actually, we're just expanding this a little bit. Beep boop. Yeah, that'd be cool. So for gameplay, what kind of like what is your gameplay issue, TM? Like what part of the process are you struggling with? Making gameplay more of an art than a science? Yes. So you can't just like be like, hey, here's the steps you're gonna follow and it's all gonna work out. So you can't say that. But there's certain ways you can like kind of tickle your mind and set yourself up for success, you know? Like certain good practices to like get your creativity to flow a little bit. It's gonna ask me about missing dependencies every single time I save. There we go. But what kind of part were you struggling with normally? Like, did you already have your entities selected and you just have to do stuff TM with them? Struggling to like get ideas for rooms? I believe you can tell it not to ask again for the session. Yeah, I clicked like remind me later, and that made it go away, which is nice. Man, I hate the inconsistent volume on the background music. It's like each song has its own volume that it likes to be at, so I could constantly have to tweak it. Kinda annoying. Oop. I was looking at the feedback, I got a bit confused. Because, like, suddenly it's talked about room 04, and I also, like, mentally I was still in this section. But we're already talking about this section. Definitely cheesable. Yeah, so some of the feedback for this room in particular is that this ground isn't like visible as safe ground. So I'm gonna remove the touch spikes there, because I feel like that's gonna make it just a little bit more easy to see as safe. And I guess, that one kind of has to be. Unless... Wait. Can you have horizontal spikes on these? Huh. It's crazy, you can flip. That's wild. Visibility? Yeah. A little bit of visibility. have the basis of what's the physics gonna be. Dashless Theo with extra jumps. But actually, Room Ideas and Deco, you've been struggling. I see, I see. Okay, so you can't put spikes there. Huh. But that kind of motivates you to go... The spacing in this room is a little bit awkward. I feel like the solution might be to raise this by like 1. I feel like Room Ideas will come at some point, but Deco will be hard. So what I found for Deco is that there's 2 ways to do Deco. And there's the Deco first approach and the Deco second approach. And this map was definitely made Deco second. I feel like a lot of maps are, honestly. But what you can do, which will make things a lot easier on yourself, I feel, is if you work with a Deco first approach. Does that work? It might not work. Where instead of like making your gameplay and then leaving it be, and then like decoing it, shockingly works. Huh. That's quite nice. I feel like the best like method for like making good deco is to like, okay, here's an example. If I load up real quick, actually I'll have to load it in Learn so you can actually see the map. No, you did deco first because you can't stand having your level look ugly. Do you really like the deco? I mean, that's not entirely what I mean, right? Because ultimately, if you're working on a map, you're gonna revise a lot of stuff. So you shouldn't like deco first, right? But what I mean with deco first is you get a room. Like for example, like this room, where you have the like this central deco idea of a landscape that you have, and then you create gameplay around that landscape. So for example, here, I put foreground tiles to kind of look like, you know, like stalagmites or something hanging from the ceiling. And then based around that idea, I built the gameplay. And that's how, you know, the gameplay arose. And you can't do that in post. You can't make gameplay and then say, okay, now I'm gonna add the tiles to look cool. You can't do that. Because the gameplay is already there. You've already molded the shape of the map around the gameplay. And thank you, Ava, for the follow. No, that's what you generally do as well? Exactly. Don't do deco first, but also don't do gameplay first because you don't make maps. Hi Vex, how you doing? Honestly, it's kind of same nowadays. But like often it's very easy to make gameplay and then put tiles in the parts where it doesn't matter if there's tiles. But it's way more exciting to make tiles and then do gameplay around that, because that creates the exciting shapes. That creates shapes that feel natural, you know? And I notoriously don't follow my own advice. This map, I made this as one of my first maps. This is, like, you can look at this. This is a spinner tunnel. Look at that spinner tunnel. That is, oh that's a spinner tunnel, alright. With the tiles in the parts where the gameplay isn't. Give it up for pillow shading, everybody. Give it up for some pillow shading. This is not very good. That tunnel sure is spinnered. Yeah, sure is. Here? Oh, wow, look at that tunnel. It is so spinnered. To be fair, this one was like slightly better. But still, right? Like it's not good. It's not really good. And now we're getting into some stuff here where suddenly the tiles are involved in the gameplay and like they're not just random placements anymore. Very sparse, but somehow kind of nice with it. And we're back to spinner tile. That's just kind of the way it is, right? And I feel like I got like slightly better with that as I went on, where I would like start making rooms that I made as shapes first and gameplay second. Like this room, where I just made a cave and then I filled it with bumpers. And people curse me for this room, but this room is nice. This room is nice and I will not hear anything about it. I'll eat a kilo of lasagna? Lynn, I'm so sorry. God, I hope you're gonna survive. You stop Persian kilo of lasagna, but it's so cheap. Lynn, this is not an issue of the kilo of lasagna. This is an issue of pacing yourself. The kilo of lasagna is uncompromising. However, you can compromise on your desire to eat it. You can eat 500 grams of lasagna and then eat 500 grams tomorrow. I offer you a solution. My hand is open. You can only eat foods once. SMH my head, Lynn. SMH my head. This is a skill issue and you know it. You need to adapt. Come on now. Come on now. Get real. Get real. Grandma made a bowl for the whole family and no one else ate any? Ate 800 grams of sugared strawberries. Sounds tasty. Think we'll go shower. See ya. See ya, my mom. Bye-bye. Enjoy the shower. Get clean. Have fear of food going bad and eat it all in one go? That's fair. But also consider the fridge will keep it good for a couple days, you know? You know. It's something to slowly work on, you know? But like, you can see like the gameplay forming around the deco, right? Where it is terrain and then it becomes gameplay. Anyway, good luck with stream. Also, before you go, Holly, the bitch rate looks really good, actually. Ah, that's good, that's good. No one has any troubles. That's good to hear, that's good to hear. I might try out 60 FPS 1080p sometime and see if my computer absolutely fucking explodes. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, you can see what I mean, right? Like gameplay formed naturally by the environments. Banger gameplay. Very natural type of stuff. Like that's how I came up with this dumbass room. This room is a crime. But it kind of works. So it's alright, you know? That room is evil. It is such a fun room. I love that room so much. 24. To be fair, the room has been adjusted a little bit based on feedback from Lynn. Bum. It's such a fun room. You get the Seekers. There's gameplay off of the Seekers. Yeah, deco methods. So the first method is like you make the geometry that you think would be cool, and then you make gameplay around it. And the other method is the method I went for with the final chapter very specifically, which is where you create gameplay and then you create the room around it. And like, depending on how good your deco is, you can make it look better or worse. I have a fear of refrigerators. That's why you always need your rifle loaded when going near one? Vex, what are you talking about? If you do that, you'll be safe. From what? The cold cheese? What are you on about? Roll cake with milk? Alright, alright. From the vicious 2-meter tall beast in your kitchen, what else? Hey, that's me. Your room name? Well, which one? You have a fear of things going bad in a refrigerator? BO8. Oh, roll cake with milk. Wait, why is this one called a roll cake with milk? Huh? Wait, why? Was I watching Nichijou at the time? Because, like, the only context I can think of is this one fucking episode of Nichijou where they were eating roll cake and talking about how good it is if you eat roll cake and then drink milk. That's the episode, huh? What were they, huh? Why is it my room name? Yo, Tenma! Hi, how are you doing? What's up? We're mostly just hanging out here, but we're doing a little less modding on the side. Recall that? Yeah. Maybe it's because, what I'm thinking is that this particular jump here, that, like, this jump here? Ah, damn, I died. Can't do it from there. But it's, like, very satisfying to combo the bouncy spikes into the jelly, right? It's like the one, and then it feels like a roll cake, and you know, whatever. It's a bit of a stretch. Good. How are you? Ah, that's good to hear. I'm also doing pretty good now, although a little bit tired. No, we're getting our energy back. We're warming up the old steam engine, you know. Sounds more like Lucky Star. If milk seems Miu just thirsty. It's not Lucky Star, and I know this because I haven't seen Lucky Star. Also, hi, Tumbling. Yuko from Nichijou was great. Never put Yuko in the refrigerator. Don't want Yuko to spoil. Alright. But like, look at the sequence, right? So cool. Like that's a satisfying sequence. So that's the roll cake with milk. Damn. I still remember when this dialogue box said chapter 5 _ mid. Damn. What a fucking timeline that was. Oh yeah, I was supposed to look at feedback. My brain is eternally mixed. We were on a completely different room before getting sidetracked. We're like 20 minutes into getting sidetracked on a topic. How far you've gone? Yeah, because I was giving like advice to Abnormally about mapping and deco. That's right. So my advice was, it depends on the aesthetic of your map. If you're trying to make like a natural space, make sure to do your deco for like the terrain before you start making gameplay for the room. But if you have like an abstract space, like the one I'm in right now, feel free to do whatever the fuck you want. It's all gonna be fine. Because it's abstract. You can just put squares everywhere and it's gonna be fine. That's the general gist of that. You're bad for sidetracking? No, you sidetracked. Like, you brought up a topic, and then I sidetracked on that topic. It is none your fault. It is quite the opposite. Oh, where am I? Oh, there it is. Beep boop. Want some spikes on the ceiling. Make sure you don't just like dash up and then land. Select placements. Spikes. Down. Outline. Line that ceiling. Yeah. Pog? Question mark? Alright. Keep up left dashing for in distance here. Please remove the last 3 ceiling columns. You guys are going from the right side of the screen to the left at a time. Can't read the obstacles. Oh, those. I see. You got it, boss. You're so right for that. I'm making it happen. Gotta love the song. It's so chill. Sorry, what did you say? You said that around, like, this part here? Like, around this part? Especially around here. You would up left dash. Chicory music? Yeah, chicory music. So you would, like, go up up left and get caught on the ceiling. And then die because of that. So, he asked me to remove those ones. And I'm not going to remove them entirely because they're deco, but they're mostly gone now, so it's a lot more lenient. Thumbs up. Haircut for the comb, and a little haircut, you know? Little mirror, and then they're all good. You could spinners instead to discourage dashing there? No. Because the old principle, because for every spinner on screen, you have to consider, what does it feel like to die to the spinner? And if the answer is, wow, that feels ass, don't put the spinner there. Like, intended strat be damned, if it sucks, you know? So, like, I know, like, for this ending, it is very lenient. Because, like, if you die to, like, a random spinner here, that would suck. That would suck so much. No reason to do that. And especially here at the end as well. There's very few spinners here. It's very not strict. No spinners around here. There's a wall. Feel free to grab that wall. Take all the time you need, bestie. Come on now. In fact, fuck that spinner. That spinner sucks. Take all the time you need, bestie. Grab that wall if you need to. It's okay. Because if you die to that, that sucks. And that's demoralizing. And you don't want that. So, yeah, no, let's relax. Actually, I'm looking at this. I can add an extra little buddy there. Doesn't really feel great to die at the end of a long road to this disagreeable spinner. Wahoo, mamma mia. Lynn, are you good? Are you quite alright? But yeah, no, I agree. That is it. Like, I know, like, there's a lot of rooms where there's just, like, some spinners at the end where, like, excuse me? You were supposed to horizontal dash, not diagonal up left dash? And it's like, oh, come on, man. I did the room. Why? Come on. Come on, man. Why? Yeah, sorry, that was a lasagna talking. The lasagna? Real? I think you should not eat a kilo. That's too much. Too much lasagna. Anyway, that nonsense might have made a semblance of sense. Was that intentional? I'm looking at feedback for this map called BO6.2.2.1 Claustrophobic. Feedback point number 1. Hunley, where did the GM precision gameplay come from? Haha. I'm gonna reassess. Please show you the way. What is that? What is that move? That's a diagonal down dash. Yeah, diagonal down dash works perfectly. You don't have to do like... You don't have to hop or anything. That is so unreadable. It is a berry room, to my credit. It is a berry room. What about a left dash? See, that's the funny thing, right? That's the funny thing. Left dash kills you. And this was a berry room to show off the fact that there is actually a difference there. There's a difference between doing that and doing that for some fucking reason. Okay, if left dash kills you, disagree with the setup. Did curse movement to get through it? I mean, did you do like this? Was that what you did? You're being evil and telling you to put a decal. Sorry. They dash down at spikes. Huh. I see. So like... Oh, like that. I see. That's pretty tight. Okay, download Learn to see how it goes. Your computer's crying a lot less when you lose Aeon. Yeah, Learn is good. Because Learn just runs good. Now, don't comment tech demo and obscure routing and hard cheese, please. Yeah, no, I getcha, I getcha. I am looking and I'm seeing the issue. I'm gazing at it. It is in front of me. Perhaps we should do something about that. Okay, first of all, that spinner moves up, so you can't grab the wall anymore. Then, and Basley recommend the uses of Learn? Yes. Like, legitimately, Learn? Go get it. It's good. It's awesome you're typing with a map editor open and the text is not 3 FPS. Yeah. No, like... I respect Ahorn for what it did. But also Learn is... a lot better. Because it's not running, what was it? Like the Julia, like, graphics engine? Because, like, the Julia graphics engine was, like, a little bit, like, had to get to be put in the oven for a little bit longer, I feel. Which is fair, which is fair. But also it just means that the performance is gonna be bad. Don't respect Ahorn? Listen, I respect Ahorn because it was there when no one else was. That's the graphics patch was horse crap and never got better. Yeah. Okay, now to learn how it works. To be fair, I didn't need to learn how Learn worked because it's the same roughly as Ahorn. It's mostly the same. I have not had a learning period for the most part because I just used it and it was everything was as I expected it to be. In terms of interfacing, that is. Yeah. There are a couple extra things like some new features like, oh shit, you can just do that. without having plugins. Also, the program is 10 megabytes instead of 1,200. Yeah, installing no longer requires you to commune with the devil. Overall, good time. However, I have no clue how to program, like, the plugins for mods for Learn. I haven't the faintest. I've tried to learn, I failed, and I got demotivated, and I told someone else to fucking do it, and I did, and I thank you for that. There's a full documentation on the wiki. Listen, I looked at it. I am not very good with Lua. Learn plugins of actual docs? Yeah, but like at the time, I don't think the docs were that good yet. And also the examples were like, I feel like that at times so you do things beyond your capabilities until someone can teach you physically. Yeah, I feel like that too sometimes of this kind of stuff specifically. Because like, I know how to program, right? Like, I'm a programmer sometimes. I've made some pretty cool fucking stuff. But that is once I know the toolkits. I don't know the toolkits for Lua or Learn or any like that. So I'm just sitting here like, I don't know what any of this is. I don't know where to start. Can someone just like tell me how to do it? Ugh. This is the correct way to implement the scroll bar from scratch. Things take time? Yeah. Stylgram could use a rethinking. It's not very keyboard navigation friendly. Those are the only two complaints you have, so overall that's pretty good. Listen. Where is it? Stylegrounds. Like, listen, I will never complain. Some speaking of programs like saying you can read, haha, doesn't mean you can read French. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, I know a bit of C, I know a bit of C++, I know a bit of C#. I know the slightest amount of Python. I know a little bit of VHDL. Technically, I know a little bit of ladder. And that's where it very abruptly stops. I know nothing else. Don't ask me about it. Don't fucking come to me asking me to make any of that stuff. I cannot. I am clueless. Just take some time to set into Windows comes first. Yeah, settings are pretty important. Parallel texture selector is coming. No windowing framework for Lua? Jaden Kruer wrote it themselves. Ooh. A lot of stuff from scratch, huh? Man. Man, I was thinking, right, that, like, I was gonna stop streaming Celeste, because my Celeste streams, I just wasn't enjoying them that much. Like, playing maps, I just didn't feel like it was good maps. I mean, no, not that. Not what I meant. I didn't feel like the content TM was very good. Where it's just me playing a map and, like, trying to small talk over it, but it's hard because I'm concentrating on making a map. You know? I felt like that content was not very good, right? Because, like, if you want to see someone slay at Celeste, you're gonna, like, watch someone else, right? Like, I'm not the best player on the market. You're gonna watch someone else play. But also, because you're concentrating on playing the game, you can't focus on, you know, talking with people and discussing things. So it's the worst of both worlds for me. Because I'm not that good, and also don't have the opportunity to, like, be a person TM. So the streams were kind of yeah. No imposter syndrome? No, listen. When I mean, like, I'm not that good at the game, I mean, like, because, like, the thing is, right, if you want to make content, you either gotta be funny as fuck, or you gotta be the best at the game. That's how it works, right? Like, that's That's the streaming market. You're either entertaining or you're good. And in Celeste, I can't be that entertaining because I am gaming out of my mind. But me gaming out of my mind is absolutely nothing compared to like fucking anyone else. Like Terrarium, Paradash. That's the only two content creators I know. But they both stream when I'm streaming. So like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. So, like, Celeste didn't feel right for me anymore. But Celeste modding, I'm having a blast right now. I'm just sitting here, I'm just vibing, I'm just chatting, you know, and that's cool. Turns out I like doing that. And I don't have to press the beep bop boop bop beep bop bop on my keyboard all the time, so I can just actually read chat, and that's pretty cool. So while yeah, I'm probably gonna stop like playing Celeste, unless it's like giving feedback, you know, because that's like content again, like playtesting maps type deal. But I feel like I don't have like the presence in the community to be asked to playtest maps anymore. That was a long time ago. I don't think anybody remembers that I did that. But modding, I can do that. Being honest, play Genshin and have you in the background to listen to your content. Yeah, like I feel like that's a lot of it, right? Like a lot of the times it's background content, but if it's just me like playing the game in silence, that's not very fun to listen to. Don't know Celeste, but you've seen me and Jay play it? Mentally just know, avoid getting killed by walls. Yeah. You should eat a piece of cheese. I do have cheese in my fridge. I don't know what to do about this room. This is a jank-ass room. What I should probably do... There are calls for playtesters and modding whip every now and then. Yeah, but like the whole point is, right, is like, yeah, I can playtest, but that's like for, hey, playtest my map and send me a document. I mean like, playtest something on stream and give feedback on stream. That's something different. Because I'm not gonna like DM some random poor guy in the community like, hey, I know you said like to give a document. I'm asking you to come to my Twitch chat because I'm gonna give the feedback live in front of people. And like that's something different, right? You could offer that too. Yeah, but like, like I don't want to like look like I'm like looking for clout or anything like that. I don't want to be like, hey guys, I've got a Twitch stream and I'm gonna playtest maps. Because that's not what I want to do, you know? Because that feels like, I don't know, the vibes are weird on it. Like, it's different if someone in my community comes to me with like, hey, I'm working on a map, can you playtest it? I'm like, of course I can playtest it. But if it's me like, hey, like, please give me content, then it feels a bit different, you know? What the fuck do I do for this? What about... What about this? You did a Twitch stream last year, was not intentionally meant to stream, but to help two buddies how to go through a couple quests. Because we couldn't share screen. Still think that is still good content? Yeah. Well, I just respawn. Would force crouch dash by having a low spinner instead of a tile? Whew. I'm Holly, famous creator of the Crystal City, and I'm here to critique your map. Not calling for the Crystal City. some viewers might not know something that you can provide some different perspective or technique on modding Celeste. Yeah. Amaze's map has been in development for like 2 years. Nice guy. September 2019. It's been in development since September 2019. We're almost 4 years, baby! It's been so long. It's been so long. You have no idea. But like, I'm taking my sweet time with it because I don't want to like overwork myself. I've got so many other projects to do. So don't even worry about it, you know? Weren't the bouncy spikes initially made for this? Yes, they were. The bouncy spikes were made for this map. Tell you won't play those maps, can't play them since you don't Celeste. Fair enough. Hi Cease, how you doing? Welcome on in. I feel like I should do this. Aha. Yeah, that works. And this extreme sussy prologue of how times have changed. Yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. Heard if you meow at the right people in Discord, they'll get you Celeste. That's true. God, this room sucks. How do you do this? Force demo hyper, yeah. What, that works? No way that works. Why doesn't that kill you? God, this room sucks. This room sucks so much. It's a regular dash. Wait, then it worked. Hold up. What's the difference? This is such a cursed room. My god. I feel like the original setup was honestly the best one. I think it was like this. Down right dash slower than a right dash or left? Oh. That's why. Oh, because otherwise you move too hard. So your angle is off. And that explains it. No clue how to communicate that. I think the best way to communicate it is to like really make it impossible to do anything else than the intended strat here. Just really, really make it a nasty setup. But making it a spike ceiling, not a tile. Like, I do want it to be like... I do want it to be the thing, the... They can still demo, but then it's their own fault? Yeah. Tell us how you traditionally set up a horizontal duck dash? Yeah. But also, like the thing is, I want I want this interaction to be found, right? Where it's like horizontal dash doesn't work. Diagonal down dash does work. I want that to be found. Because that's like the point of this room. So I want to like make damn sure that people find that you could not do the other one. So like that works. Like your funny words, Magic Man. Hi, Shaylin. Battle and dialogue? You're on to something. You know what? We're gonna make this like extra claustrophobic. We're gonna create spinner hell right here. Oh, that works. That's nasty. Pixel perfect spinner tunnel, in my opinion. You're right. We are making this one claustrophobic. That's what we're doing. Also some for the top? Yeah. Like we're messing this one up. But like after this, easy Grandmaster gameplay for beginners? Yeah, this is like baby's first Grandmaster. Thought you'd go underneath. It was misleading in such a hard to read room. You know what? Fair. I will add like this just to be like, hey, listen, this is a tunnel. You're gonna go through the tunnel. Oh, that sucks. That's the worst. It's that easy, baby. It's that easy. I will worry people will top left demo. If you top left demo, that's your own damn mistake. Like, listen. First of all, it's a berry. Berries can be fucked up. I'm not here to curate the berries. The berries are a lawless land. Yo, Shu! Yo! How you doing? We are committing crimes. Can I get a shout out for Shu, please? Stretch, stretch. Hello. Crimes yo, yeah. Oh, we're doing a little bit of modding right now. And this, there's a lot of spikes here. More than you probably should have. Yeah, but also, please check out Shu. He's the one who drew and rigged my model. He's really cool. Claustrophobia modding? This room is called claustrophobic. Giving a Cramson stream? Let's go, that's my streamer. Yeah. We're all about the criminal life around here. For sure, for sure. Like, today was supposed to just be like a hanging out stream. While testing out like some new stream settings, but we're doing a little modding on the side as well. Here's an entity plugin. Learn. Cool, no load errors. I want to place your entity. Learn. What entity? Yeah, that's always like the pro and con with like having software that's like really lenient, which just doesn't crash. Because like, yeah, nice, it doesn't crash, but also it doesn't work. It doesn't do the thing you wanted it to do. Anyway, hereby I declare this room cool and flawless, and we will move on. Messed up room. Let's see. Other rooms that were declared cringe. B07, two brothers. Let's see. Which room is that? First time you're expected to climb a reverse dream block. Struggle to comprehend what that was even an option for a good while attempting that. Would be good if this was seen somewhere else earlier, rather midway into a room. On the way up from previous room, perhaps? Let me check. I don't think you even need to climb. Ah. Although you can, like... Like, from here. Like, you technically don't even need to really climb. You can just make it up. Oh. But I don't feel like that's like too much of a stretch, right? Like you can figure that out, right? You know? Like you get thrown into the wall. Right? And even if you don't do it, it still works. I think this feedback is reasonable and I accept the feedback, however, I will not change anything. First balance throw could use more camera, can't read and react what follows. For CO3 two-step solution, this one. Yeah, gotcha. You're right. You are correct. Because there is no camera. Wait, -1. Huh. What are you correct about now? That the camera here sucks, so I'm making it better. -0.5 should be fine. And here, -0.5. There we go. Very strange to reply to something you said a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine that must be kind of weird. There you go. Look at that camera. It doesn't work because I teleported. I didn't visit this room first. There you go. Let's see. CO4, follow my lead. The second dream block, using it anywhere on the lower half will kill you. Should be shortened for readability. The second dream block. You're right. Upside down tall columns is really easy to climb to. Yeah, we have some aesthetics going on here. So currently this is just like in this because it's nice and center. It sucks though, so we're gonna change that. I'm just gonna move it up and shorten it by 1. That should do the trick. And then that should cover that. I do want some minor spinners here, just to block out the wall a little bit, you know? There we go. The main thing I'm worrying about with this map is whether the gameplay... No, actually, the main thing I'm worrying about is whether the story, like, is liked or not. Because the story is, like, the main thing I feel most people struggle with making, right? Because, like, writing is hard. And I did throw my hat in the ring for that, but... Okay, so camera here. I just realized there is no camera for this entire room. There's no camera whatsoever. Literally none. That's kind of crazy. How did I not add camera to this room? Whatever. It's fine. We're gonna add Actually, room, edits. The room does have a camera offset, I'll just increase that. By a little bit more. Just adding a camera change. Well, you see, Shaylin. I gotta be in this window for that. The boxes are a little bit hard to see, but there's these boxes, right? Let's say, like, camera target. And while you're inside of this box, the camera, like the way, where the screen is looking, changes a little bit depending on what the camera trigger is. So for example, the camera target makes the screen camera target towards the points where it's like aiming just a little bit more by a certain factor. And the offset just moves it up or down or left or right by a specific amount. So for example, now that I increase the camera offset for this room, the camera will place Madeline lower on the screen. So just making things more visible by changing where the screen looks. Yes, that's exactly it. But I feel like 1.5 was a little much. So we're gonna go here. 1.25 should do the trick. Because Madeline was a little low on that screen. There we go, should be fine. Okay, thanks, no worries, no worries. Feel free to ask any question at any time. Because I know, like, this is, like, modding is pretty specific into the game. So for some things it's kind of hard to tell what it is unless you've, you know, played the game for a while. Any question? Not any question. I know that's a dangerous thing to say when Lynn's around. Ooh. You want the last 50 grams of lasagna? No, I already had some pasta today. Oh wow, how many hours do I have again? 2,000, I forgot. Let us investigate. 1,692. That's the amount of hours I have. Bum bum. More like 20? I see. Hi chat, it's Toaster time. How are you all today? Hi Toaster. How you doing? I'm doing pretty alright. We're doing a little modding stream. And while I was gonna be like, no more Celeste streams after this, I'm kind of like, modding stream's kind of nice. But then again, I feel like it's the just chatting that's nice. Right? And the just chatting parts, I really want to do just chatting streams actually. But like, just chatting is a really scary category to go into. Just woke up high key, but you're good? Ah, well, good morning, good morning. But like I would love to do chatting streams, right? It sounds amazing, just sitting there and vibing and chatting, and it's amazing. But the problem is, right, is that a lot of chatting depends on having people to chat with, you know? Because while I am pretty good at monologuing, I'm not sure if I can casually fill like 3 hours with unending monologue on a weekly basis, improvised. That's a rough one. One of your streamers just monologue for 3 hours straight? Yeah, those people are cracked. They're built different, you know? Yeah, like I can't do that. Like I can do a little bit of that, but like I kind of need I need a little bit of motion to rock the waves, you know? Otherwise, I can throw some pebbles in the water myself, and eventually the waves will die out. But you know, having some people to bounce off of a little bit is nice. But like I can't guarantee that people are gonna be there the moment I start streaming, right? Like that's a rough call. Like what, you're expecting multiple chatters to be there at your every beck and call the moment you hit go live? That's kind of, that's a tough call. Like, that guarantee is not there. Chat, we are the motion? Correct. You could monologue about Scottish architecture, no way you'll run out of things to say. But you get it, yeah. It's like chatting? Ah, god, I want to do chatting, but... Chatting is a rough category. Very difficult to get into. Which is honestly partly why I really liked my Celeste streams. Of Celeste modding. Because of Celeste modding, well, I can just mod Celeste if there's no one here. You know? Like in silent motion moments, I can just put down some spinners, etc, etc. The only problem with it, though, is that people who don't know Celeste are probably going to be hesitant to join, right? Because it's a Celeste stream. So I feel like it is, you know, while it is a chatting stream, it's a little bit limited by being Celeste, you know? Quick top 3 cheeses to eat while thinking about Scottish architecture. I'm gonna go for the Old Amsterdam, a nice Gouda, and a bit of a hesitant pick, but mozzarella could be a counter pick, I'd say. That's what you'll have to do it with. Specifically, the Gouda is jong belegen. So I've been like thinking like how to kind of weasel my way into the chatting category. Or I missed out on the entire talk of the flags. I mean, entire talk. We're still going after all. I mean, the TLDR is that chatting good, but chatting without something in the background to carry like the conversation if there's no one to talk with, that's scary. And Celeste, while being really cool, is ultimately a niche game, which means a lot of people probably won't find me or click on the stream because it's Celeste, right? And, like, I know, for example, Shaylin here doesn't know Celeste. Shaylin's here from different streams, and oh, thank you. But like, Shaylin is sadly the what you call it, the exception to the rule, right? Because a lot of people are like, huh, that's a game I do not know? I'll watch something else. And that's fair, that's entirely fair. It is a bit of a risk to, you know, watch something you don't understand. And yeah, no, that's just how it is. I do not know how to mitigate that. So that's also kind of why I wanted to think about doing ASMR. Because, like, ASMR is really easy in that aspect, because if there's no one to talk with, you could just say any words and it's fine, because then the ASMR is there, right? So you can, like, read a story in the downtime. But I also don't know yet if ASMR is a thing I actually want to follow through on. Always title the stream Elden Ring and just do a different game. Just really trick them, and like half an hour into watching, they're like, wait, this isn't Elden Ring. This is Subnautica. You know? It's fun to chat while doing stuff for sure. Yeah, exactly. It's just that the stuff that I like to do is like Blender, modding Celeste, video editing. It's like, oh no. I don't feel like a lot of people are interested in those. Wait, this isn't Elden Ring, this is an educational stream about Scottish architecture. Not the Scottish architecture again. Yeah, like, I know Shu does a lot of art streams, and honestly, banger. Would love to do that. I'm really bad at art. I'm not great at drawing. It does not come easy to me. Like, I really struggle, like, taking the 3D picture in my head and turning it into 2D lines on paper. That part's really difficult. Felt that way before. Thought no one would like to watch art? Yeah, I feel like most people check in for your streams for the personality, you know? I mean, that's definitely it for me, right? Like, art streams? Like, I'm not too interested in art streams. But like I know I check out Shu and Rain because that's personality on display, baby. That's the good stuff. It's fun to tune into streams for the chatting aspects, like this one too. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think Shu's played Celeste, let alone Celeste mods, right? Like, this is damn difficult stuff, and this is very specific. And I don't think a lot of people get this, and that's fine. That's perfectly okay. But it's also not the point of the stream. We're just here to vibe, right? And that's what I'm looking for that perfect sauce. Most you've seen is your friends play. Yeah. Yeah, and then it's just like, oh yeah, we're like, yeah, we're in modded Celeste hell right now. Bonk. I love the bonk mod so much. Nice thing about ASMR, you could literally be streaming anything, and if you whisper and turn on the sounds, it can be ASMR. Exactly. Which is kind of why I'm looking at it, but it also feels a bit like, I don't know. Like I feel like my vocals, they're nice, but I don't know if they're ASMR vocals, you know? Oh, I guess back we go. Damn. Tough map. Yeah, because like I like just talking normally, right? Like I'm not adjusted to ASMR by any means. ASMR freaks you out? That's fair, that's fair. To be fair, there's a wide variety of ASMR, right? Because there's the ones where they get like the binaural mics with the big ears, and then they whisper in your ears and it feels like someone breathing down your neck, because technically it is. And then they like tap your ear and it's like your skull being tapped, because technically it is. And those are kind of, that is not for everyone. Those are pretty specific. But there's also just the streams that are just like, someone just like getting the mic, getting it nice up close, and just talking quietly. You know, like just a little bit of a soft vibe. I don't know if this audio's good at all. I haven't figured that out yet. But kind of this vibe, you know? Because I know that's what like Jay does, right? One of your favorite videos ever is an ASMR video though? Audio sounds good? Ah. That's nice, because it's my my first attempt. Just drawing the mic close and talking quieter. But I also know that like my environment isn't like perfect for like high gain audio like that, because my computer is like, it's right here, it's next to my desk, and it's kind of loud sometimes, and I fear you will hear that hum and I won't be able to filter it out that well. Additionally, keyboard. Smile. I'll leave us ring got you like I see. Slash pause? Slash Shaylin, are you being slash J or slash SRS right now? That was very good high key? Oh, real? Because I felt like I would like be kind of like third rate if I were to do it, right? But if it's genuinely like alright, then I'll do it, slash Jen. Oh yeah, keyboard noises are great. Ah, that's fair. ASMR girlfriend begs you to stop talking about Bitcoin, really inspirational. Is that the video? That sounds like a fun video. God, I love silly like ASMR roleplays. They're so funny. Like hold up, I gotta find this. There was yesterday, because I have a friend who like loves Mob Psycho 100, right? Like they love it with all of their heart. They adore Mob Psycho. And I found a video. Let me find it real quick. I should be able to find it in my history if I just scroll a little bit. You need to duck for mob spoilers? No, you don't. Because it's a character literally introduced in chapter 1. There's nothing spoilery about it. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Need to widen this tab a little bit. Yeah. Mob Psycho ASMR. Reigen Arataka exercises an evil spirit for you. 22-minute long video of someone in full Reigen cosplay role-playing, swindling you, stealing your credit card information, and exercising a spirit for you. It is so funny. It is the funniest thing I've heard of. But like, it's not like just a joke. It's like a genuine ASMR. And like, you know that it's a person who does genuine ASMR because the first like 4 minutes of the video is them like taking your like personal details, right? And making sure to let those keyboard noises really play in your left ear. And like, you can tell this is a person who's done ASMR for a while, knows what they're doing, and knows what their audience wants, legitimately. And then wrote a Mob Psycho script for it. It's the best. I love it to bits. God, like I wish I had content that good. I wish I had that kind of creativity. God, that's built different. Would let him? Yeah. No, that guy can steal my money. God, that room is so sick. But it's also so difficult. I wonder what the feedback about it is. Yes. So you want to steal my money, but you know what? Take it. Just take it. Take it all. You know what? High five. You deserve it. You deserve something nice, you know? Oh yeah, I forgot. This room is titled CO8 Fucker Jump. God, I love room titles. Let's question mark at the title? Yeah, because so, the thing is, right, if I can go into the history of Fucker Jump. Hey, what are you talking about? Who stole whose money? Reigen Arataka, who is a character from Mob Psycho 100. ASMR video of him stealing my money. Wait, is my language settings reset? Oh, my language settings is reset. There you go. So, with Spoopy's Repaint, the mod, a lot of things are renamed. So, like, the prologue is now called Frame Perfect Skip because of the Frame Perfect Skip in it. History of Fucker Jump, can't wait for a 3-hour video essay. Like, chapter 1's called Fucking City. Chapter 2's, oh shit, because now there's battling. Also, yeah, like the heart becomes a burger, the other heart becomes the fries, and the other heart becomes the chicken nuggets. You know, like classic stuff, right? We have the chapter 3 is called Bad because no one likes chapter 3. Rip Frame Perfect Prologue Skip. Chapter 4 is called Cliff Phase. And the Cliff Phase checkpoint's called Golden Ridge. Chapter 5 is Miwo Temple. Oh, whoa. Never saying that again. Dark Depths is called Dank Depths now? Chapter 3 is good? Chapter 3 is good. Fine. You found teeth you don't recall having? Uh-oh. Balan, baby! Because this is the Balan chapter. Your tongue does not recognize these teeth. I'm so sorry, Lynn. And then Summit is called Long. Because it's long. And then we get the outro is called Unshaded Pie Hand. Which I'm not sure if the thing, like, shows up. Because I do have some mods installed. There you go. That hand is unshaded. It's the unshaded pie hand. There it is. The hand is unshaded. Okay. And then the next chapter, chapter 8, is there's more, but notably, and this is the conclusion, chapter 9, Farewell. It's called Fucker Jump. Now, why is it called Fucker Jump, you ask? Well, Fucker Jump is called, bye, bitch. It is called after the titular Fucker Jump, which I think is somewhere around here. So this one, it is not that one. Into harmonica, jokes aside, can't explain what you just autoplayed into. I should switch to Farewell into harmonica and beatboxing. Really thought it was Spoopy's fault. Yeah, you can blame Spoopy a little bit. It's fine. Where is Fucker Jump? I think Fucker Jump would be like around here somewhere. Here it is. Here it is. This room is called the Comb Room. It is also called Fucker Jump. Because everyone hates this room. This room is really fucking difficult because you have to time that one somehow. Where you let this thing go, and with correct timing, try to hit that wall bounce. This is really difficult, actually. Especially for, like, this is not modded. This is like base game. People don't like this. This sucks. This room is fine? No, it's not. This room is hard. Come on now. Like, you're either gonna bonk or you're gonna go too early, and it's really hard to, like, time it perfectly. Like, that happens. It is a difficult room. A lot of people struggle on this. A lot. Never heard of it being called Fucker Jump? It is the more like down low, into the streets, back alley name for this room, you know? Sort of combs are there for visual timing? Yeah, but there's multiple visual timings. Because depending on your, depending on where you space it, you want to like hit your wall bounce high or low, right? Comb jump scare? Yeah, it's the comb jump scare moment. Creature F hat? Yeah, the Creature Fs have hats now, which is also because of soup. So this one's called Fucker Jump. But if we go back to load 26, which is my map, and we go back to CO8 of Fucker Jump, you will notice that there is a bit of a similarity here. Because here we have the moving block going through the comb. This is like, huh? Fucker Jump? Is that you? Right? It is a return to form. Fucker Jump. Fucker Jump? People hate this. Let me just put this in my map real quick. Yeah, but because of the nature of how you do it, the timing is set up. Like, you don't have to time anything because it times itself, right? Because if you damn, looks way easier. That's because it is. Because if you stay here, you die. You have to jump. And then there is no other, like, course of action for you to then to do that. Okay, now, the feedback for this room, if I look at it real quick. Point 1, it'd be a little smoother to spawn in 2 or 3 pixels to the left, so just dashing up lets you grab the move block without left inputs needed. I see. See, that makes perfect sense. Thanks for explaining the lore of the fucker jump. You are most welcome. So I'm a bit of a person. I forgot the term for it. I'll tell my kids about it. All right. The tale of fucker jump lives on. I'm a little bit of a person. How you call it? What's the right term for it? Oh. Also a little bit of a person, if you say so yourself. Just a bit, just a chatta, you know. No. The only term I can think of is a dissenter, but that's like a niche word nobody uses. So, bit of a rebel. Contrarian, that's the word. Contrarian. Because a lot of people say like, hey, get your respawn points as close to the gameplay as possible. And I'm one of the people that say, no. I'm not, I just don't think that's the thing you should do. I don't think that's necessary. I appreciate the walk up to the boss. I appreciate the, what you calls it? I appreciate having to tap left here to grab the block. It's the little things, you know? If it's too set up, it feels clinical. If it's not set up enough, it feels tedious. And if it's in that perfect middle ground, it feels natural, yet not too much of a hassle. That's my move. Question mark? So like if dashing up here lets you grab it instantly, I feel like that's too clinical, right? But like having to hold left a little bit, that's perfectly fine. I know some people have criticized some spawn points where like, no, you cannot do this. You have to optimize it, and those people can fuck off. I'd give them the middle finger if I could, but I cannot, so I won't. That's a bit rude. That's a bit much. Hi, Corey. Just tell them skill issue? No, I'm gonna tell them vision issue. Because it's just a difference in like vision, right? You cooking? I'm cooking a little bit. Just a little bit of cooking, right? Also, the camera here should show you already way further left than this. The next part isn't reactable. Let me peek that one. I see. Haha. To be fair, if I can do the room real quick. Okay. Because I think, yeah, like no, basically the camera should just be facing a lot more left than it is at all times. This room. So what I can do, I don't choose offsets here. Cool room, thank you. I can use camera offset X. And I want negative 0.5 or something like that. Then again, X is a lot more dramatic than Y. A lot more space to work with, so might as well up it a little bit. But yeah, welcome in, Corey. You name all your rooms? Wow, I just thought it would be funny. So we got the fucker jump. Like, there's a lot of them. There's so many of them. This one's called the Excitatron. We got the Salmon Tube. Who are you? No, really, who are you? Right direction, more questions arise. Two brothers. Claustrophobic. Slick. Did you buy a return ticket? Wrong either way. The greatest Yeats. Traffic jam, unexpected ally. Roll cake with milk. Hollowing the local post's office president. I just did it for the funny. I just did it for the funny, you know. So two brothers room, a room of two Theo juggling. Two brothers. It's this room. I hope you can see what this one's called, the two brothers. You got the two brothers on either side. Two brothers. I thought it was a funny name. There's a lot of like ones that are like jokes that only really make sense to me. Like for example this one, right? You got unnecessary discrepancy? Isn't a song called Necessary Discrepancy? Yeah, the song is called Necessary Discrepancy. This is Unnecessary Discrepancy. I'm not sure if that's a cracked joke, or if I just messed up. It's been a while. Also not how you'd spell that? No, I think that's how you spell it, right? Because you have necessary and it's unnecessary. And discrepancy, which is spelled correctly. No, it should be like that, right? Oh, often refer to your previous messages, I see. Trotters. I see, I see. Let's see. Yeah, the first like really long and difficult room is called Celeste Court 1 at this. And then we have the final rooms. What's the ultra adjacent room like? It's kind of like ultra adjacent. I think that's the last one you left feedback for? Or is it some other one? Might be. Actually, I might have like edited this room a little. This room is probably one of the shakiest rooms in the map. Damn, messed up. Almost ultra. Yeah, because you're like, you can get like ultra momentum there. Actually, I should remove some spinners off of the top there, because it's currently punishing you for schmoving too hard. And that's not the intention. If you schmoove hard, you should be rewarded, not punished. Yeah, core blocks? Yeah, we get core blocks. Love schmovement? Yeah, we got a little bit of schmovement here. I do feel like this room's a little bit shaky. What's this one called? No. No feedback for this one. No feedback for this room. Huh. It's weird, I thought this room would, like, get feedback that said, man, this room sucks. Remove the room. But, like, that one was, like, a little ultra almost. Perfect room? Alright, I'll take your word for it. I think it is, like, particularly weak, but... Beep boop. Think you deleted everything you wrote? Forgot. That's fair, that's fair. This is fine, okay. We have this one. The gap on the left looks far too suspicious. People break it. You so right, Basti. First to this one. This gap looks like people can go through it, and therefore people will. And I normally hate, like, closing off stuff like that. But I know how people are. And people absolutely will. 4 blocks would be a bit wonky if you want consistency? Yeah, just a little bit wonky. So I left the openings as wide as possible. And hopefully it's enough. You know? Open the gate a little. This one. Camera needs to be way higher by the time you're getting thrown into the bubble by Madeline. There's no time to react to the movements. Alright. Well. So I'm looking at the camera, right? Oh, the song's currently playing some Deltarune, right? No, this is not Deltarune. This, my friend, is the Ethereal Experience. Donkey Kong Country Aquatic Ambience. A game where they said, hey, we have a level that is about a gorilla riding a swordfish, and they made this as the soundtrack for it. Which, I don't know how they came to that, but it's a banger, alright. Ah, that's a good one. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see. Now, the thing that's happening here, the thing that's happening in this room that I just saw, there is no camera whatsoever. There is literally no camera. No camera at all. Which explains why the camera is bad. There's no camera triggers. Not one. It looks like I just didn't fucking bother with these rooms. Not sure it desperately needs any, honestly. This one, kind of alright. This one's okay. This one, not so. In the core block room. Yeah, last room is fine. I'll keep it. I'll keep it, it's fine. Other than, if I go to the map, room edits, a little negative Y offset, I feel. That should fix it. A little bit negative Y, never heard about anyone. What you write about this one? So this room, you didn't write anything. You didn't write anything about this room. Just that this gap on the left was suspicious. But I feel like the camera needs to be fixed a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of negative camera offset. I feel like that would do well. Just a smidge, you know? There we go. I do need to grab the Battle and Follower again from this room. And then go back up. There we go. So this room was called Open the Gate a Little. Because there's that... Yeah, like that's hard to react to. I see what you mean. Like that part, right? Because you gotta open the gate a little bit. With the, like the gate there that you open and then it comes back. So it's a little bit opened. And the camera just needs to be better. So, for that, let's see. How bad is the camera? I feel like, Here, we gotta have a smooth camera offset trigger to really boost the camera very quickly. So we need to go to triggers, camera offsets, smooth camera offsets. And there's that boy. Smooth offset your favorite? It's so good. So we go from nothing to... Actually, what does the room have? Nothing? Okay, cool. And I'll also just copy this and put it here. This is bottom to top from nothing to -1. Very nice. E. Cool. And this one goes, there we go. So I feel like here, it needs to be like this. Yeah. Where it does the thing, but then in reverse. Top to bottom. I should do it. Alright. Balland and Spawn. What's up with the Badland in this one? There we go. Go and cook some for yourself? Ah, good luck, Shaylin. Go get that food. And make sure to eat well. Have fun modding? We'll be here in like half an hour. I see you. Thumbs up. I'll probably still be here by then. But go get that bite. Go get that bite. Yeah, like when I respawn like that, it doesn't work. Chat, you guys have fun too? Y'all hurt them. You are obligated to have fun now. Man, the problem here is that the Badland, I feel kind of like locks the camera so that while you're like in the camera, it stops the camera from updating. So I'm gonna raise the Badland a little bit, so hopefully you have a little bit more time to let the camera update. Ooh, that's kind of rough. But if I 1, 2, 3, 4 raise that by 4 pixels, it should be fine. You just have lasagna and consequences of lasagna. Is that just too much lasagna? You already had lasagna at home. Come on now. I didn't look. Have to check again. Here we go. What if I increase the offset by like a factor of 2? 1.4? 1.4. How many grams are still up for auction? I don't think we'll get any takers, I'm sorry. I'm rusty too. Okay, that's better. I think if I make the camera offset even more extreme, that'll do, I think. This should do, I think. So now, flawlessly. Good camera, good camera. And that's issues fixed, except I still can't play the game. And there you have it. Another room completes. C12 almost skippable. First bubble opens needs camera leading into it. Yeah, so the reason why... Oh, actually, no, wait, this one does have camera. Not claustrophobic. This is not the claustrophobic one. Yeah, that also needs camera. I feel like a lot of this could use offsets, yeah. Is this one? It's -1. I feel like -5. 1.5 is appropriate. Let me do the reverse here. And then we do it here again, I feel. To just give a little bit more extra context, you know? Actually, top to bottom here. And then question mark, it like resets it here, maybe? I don't know. Camera here is a little bit difficult to make. What about just -1? That should do. Beep boop. Yeah, like that definitely needs more camera. But how? So this is right to left, but I feel like it needs to be a lot more aggressive. Then I can take this one, I can reshape it. There we go. Be the correct shape and fit in there. And then I can take the, this one, like, stretch it out. And do the... Wait, no, I can't. No, never mind. Paste this one and then make it move here. Yeah. And then right to left this one. So this does create some awkward camera if you do the wrong movements. But then you should be aware that this is wrong movements. Rooster Roasty, yeah, it's a good song. Alright. Ooh, there was something weird there. Ah, because this is pointing at the wrong spot. There we go. Do you make some mods for Jay to try? Sadly, all the mods that I've made are a little on a difficult side. Although technically one of my mods was played by Jay. Because I worked on the Spring collab. So Jay has played The Climb, which is originally actually where I met Jay. Because I know Lynn. The climb. Told Jade to stop so you could get sleep? Yeah. No, it's okay. It's a good meme. It's especially funny now that it's mostly died down. Like, nobody, like, pops in my DMs talking about the climb anymore, so that's, like, doubly funny. Because nobody actually knows me for the climb anymore. So anybody who knows me for the climb, that's a real one. You know? Could never eat cookies. There's no oil? Ah, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear. You'll get them next time, champ. Hell, you made potentially your favorite SC map, and I think that's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad. What's a climb? I don't have the map installed. But there was this collab. There was this collab, one of the first, like, big Celeste collab, and I was part of it. And I was one of the captains for it. And I made a map for that collab, and it was called The Climb. And I thought that I was making some avant-garde, artsy-fartsy map that everyone's gonna hate its guts. And people really liked it. And so the several months following The Climb, I was known as Hanli, the creator of The Climb. I've heard about Spring collab from him. That's cool. Yeah, like, I worked on that. I was one of the main, like, lead devs on that. So, like, thumbs up. Cool. Definitely a cool experience to work on that one. Because that's, like, back when the collabs were still kind of chill, right? Because, like, nobody was, like, that professional yet. Professionalism? What professionalism? Everyone here is just hanging out, making cool maps, trying to have a good time, you know? Which is a vibe that's kind of rare nowadays, which is kind of sad. Which I kind of want to get back, you know? I kind of want that old Celeste feeling back, where you're just there with your buddies, you're there with your friends, you're making maps together, you know? Chill collab, yeah. Strawberry jam, but it wasn't like a professional working hell. But yeah, right? Yeah, like, that's how I met Jay, actually, because Jay was playing my map that I made, and Lynn had this habit where every single time someone would play The Climb, Lynn would show up on my DMs and say, "Hey, Holly, someone's playing your map," and I'll be like, "All right, yeah, I'll watch it, sure." And then I met Jay, and it turns out Jay was actually, like, you know, really cool. Oh my god, is that Holly of The Climb fame? No. But yeah, like, that's also what got me to get, like, back into streaming and everything, right? Because when I hopped in, Jay was specifically talking about what made him stream and what made him, like, enjoy streaming. And that really inspired me to get back into it. And that's why we're here now. Woo! So, if it weren't for Jay, I would have a lot more money in my bank account. Everyone say thank you, Jay. But real, no, like, it is, please give Jay a follow. He absolutely deserves it. Glad you're back into the community? Yeah, absolutely. No, I've had so much fun over the past, like, half a year that I've, like, actively been, like, grinding out content. It's been great. So Jay influenced the broken... Huh? To be fair, Jay also, like, connected me to Shu to get this VTuber model. So, like, Jay really set me up for everything. Which is very nice. And as well, additional little fun bits of Jay influence. So if you see, like, this overlay, right? These measurements and positions are identical to those of Jay. I took a screenshot of his stream and then just made my overlay from that screenshot with those sizes. Thumbs up. Because I didn't know like what size to go for, so I made that one. Just outright copied him. But I'm using the large overlay today. Did a little bit of stealing. No, he gave it an okay. Jail helped you a ton with starting streaming VTubing too? Yeah. Like, Jay's been such a massive help. It's been crazy. Just learning about streaming and VTubing and introducing your whaling gaming lifestyle traditions and something more substance. Yeah, I feel the same. Like, I definitely had, like, my before life was I was just playing, like, the grinding games like Destiny 2. I was just playing that every day. And just kind of sitting there. And now that I'm streaming, and I'm in, like, the content sphere, every single day I'm working on that. I'm video editing. If I'm not video editing, I'm, like, recording footage so I can edit that later. If I'm not doing that, I'm taking pictures that I can put into the videos, or I'm recording voice, or I'm script writing, or I'm streaming. I'm just here, you know? So I feel like that's really improved my life for the better, you know? But each of you are very unique and awesome people. Like, I wouldn't know anything of this if you didn't check out Outshu and you were on Genshin. Yeah, I feel the same. I've met so many cool people through streaming, and it's really nice. Like, I do feel like I'm at the start of that process. Like, well, most of the people I know are in the US, and I am in Europe, and we do not stream at the same times. So, like, the natural, like, flow of learning each other through rating each other and, like, showing up in each other's streams and stuff like that, that's kind of hard. Because I'm asleep when people stream. But, you know, like, I do want to get to know people better and, you know, learn the community better and make more friends and do more collabs and such, but that's a slow process. And I'm still working on it. It's a slow process. Just basically starting point of view, learning about VTubing, finding out awesome people in the VTuber community. Yeah, kind of same for me, honestly. Only wakes up at your time in NA. To be fair, me and Shu have, like, surprisingly well-aligning sleep schedules, and that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Yeah, true, because, like, Kaz, Bad Bunny, So, and others, such a large time gap, basically no sleep. Yeah, I feel that, I feel that. Man, I gotta fix my sleep schedule. Like, I was doing those Elden Ring streams, and Elden Ring is a fun game, so instead of doing my 3-hour stream, then I'm done, I would stream like 5-6 hours. Absolutely demolish my voice. And it would be like 2 AM, and I would still be streaming, and I'm like, oh. It is 2 AM. And that's not good. Oh, thank you for the head pats, Enma, and the sippy. Agree, Elden Ring is the game? Elden Ring is the game for sure. Oh yeah, this song. Gulp Swamp it was, I think. Such a banger of a song. Like, it's got, like, surprising rhythm to it. And then, like, when the beat comes in, it's beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, like, I want to stream more. I want to do more stuff. Like, it's got the good rhythm to it. It's very nice. I do know that, like, starting next week, we're going dummy on streaming. Beatbox streams when? Oh, that does remind me. I was sitting with a friend looking at the possibility of writing music. Because I also kind of want to get into music production. I'm picking way too many things at the same time. And he was the guy with the music program. I don't have, like, a good drum set, right? So we were looking at, like, drum patterns. And like, he asked me, okay, so what kind of beat do you want? And I just like, oh, it comes kind of something like this, and I did like the beatbox of the beat, and he was like, you can beatbox? Because apparently I was cracked with it. I wouldn't know. I just kind of do the beat sometimes, you know? You know? Cracked beatboxing? I don't know. I don't know what's cracked. Like, I don't like do the humming during beatboxing thing that people do. Like, I wouldn't call that good. Work schedule looks like it's going to ease just a tad bit, and your model is work in progress for rigging. And start learning to use all those programs? Definitely. You want to start with that early. Same when you're trying to learn one thing, you see another hobby you want to learn how to toss up? Yeah. Like right now. Right now, I am working hard on video editing. I'm working on this video I've worked on for like 10 months. It's almost done. It's like my magnum opus so far. It's beautiful video. So video editing. For that video, I've been learning 3D posing, so I can do custom poses in the game for machinima style editing. I've been learning like VFX, so I can like composite shots. I've been learning Blender, so I can make 3D shots in Blender for it. Then I noticed, wait, Blender's really powerful, so I'm learning 3D modeling in Blender and shading, so I can make my new overlay in Blender instead of commissioning an artist because I don't have the money. And then I saw, okay, but wait, then I need like, maybe I need like custom music for like my start of stream, right? So now I'm looking at like music production, and I got FL Studio. I'm downloading music, things to use. We're looking at that, and then I realized, wait, I'm really inspired by the music Mori Calliope makes, and I kind of feel like that's a thing that I'm motivated to do as well. So now I'm looking at like learning how to write lyrics, so I might sing songs. And then arts, because, well, maybe I should like draw my own textures for the 3D things. I bought a drawing tablet, so I'm learning 2D arts. Level design, modding, coding. Listen, there's so much stuff going on right now. My head, dude. Like, there's too much. There is too much. And then there's the whole streaming thing, right? Where I'm trying to learn how to pilot a model appropriately. I'm trying to learn how to monologue and dialogue appropriately. There's actually a lot to this whole streaming business, you know? Jack of all trades, master of none, Holly. That's really funny that you mentioned that. Because you see, if I was gonna write rap, because I'm stupid, I decided that my first song would be rap. I decided that if I was going to make a song, its theme would be Jack of all trades, master of none. That was going to be the theme of the song. So really funny that you mentioned that. Because that's definitely a thing I feel, right? Because like, also technically we're in like the Celeste streaming tag. We're just chatting. Whatever, too late for that. Too late for that. But like, I feel like a lot of these things that I pick up, am I a master? No, God, no. I do not know what I'm doing. But I can do them okay enough. And if you're okay enough at enough fields, it becomes cool. And I feel like that's something a lot of people don't realize. Where, if you want to like learn video editing, you don't have to be a pro. God, no. You can be okay. And as long as you combine it with okay script writing, and okay audio design, and okay visuals, then suddenly you have a pretty good video, right? And it is shockingly easy to be okay at something. And I feel like that's something more people should know, you know? Like, you can do this, you can just pick up a hobby and then drop it like a sack of potatoes when you're good enough to use it in your toolset. You can do that. You don't have to dedicate your life savings into, like, arts to be able to draw like a leaf, right? Like, yeah, the leaves don't mean nothing special, but like, look at this, right? This is now... Do I just say fuck it and change the category to just chatting? Is this a just chatting stream? Be honest with me, chat. Is this a just chatting stream? Yep, okay. I'm changing the damn category. Just chatting. Up to you. Listen, I want to do just chatting. I just have Celeste because, like, in the case no one's here to talk, but there's, like, plenty to talk about, so it's just chatting now. Done. Now we're in just chatting. So, if I open up, Blender real quick, which is a mistake. Never do that while you're streaming, because you're gonna, like, tank your performance. So I've been working on this room in Blender. Oh, wait. Computer lag? Computer lag? Okay, no, we're fine, we're fine. We're fine, question mark? Eh? Okay, it looks a little bit crunchy. Room? Yeah, room. Because I want to make a new overlay, right? But like I want one of those overlays where it's just you sitting in a room. However, I'm admittedly kind of broke. I can't afford to spend like the however much money it is required to get an artist to draw a whole ass room for me. That takes a lot of money, and I can't appropriately pay someone for their efforts. And I can't draw it myself, but by God, I can 3D model it. So I've been doing that. So I've been working on this flower here, and it glitches out a little bit. But if I turn on rendering, now... Stream's shockingly not dying. Damn. I'm surprised. So, we have this rendered view. Actually, let me turn on the denoising. Okay, stream kind of chunky. So let me zoom in on that flower a little bit. So this is a flower that I made. And I think this flower is banging. This flower slaps. And the thing is, I drew the textures myself with my very limited knowledge of how to draw. Oh wait, it's currently the rendering is to go to like 1,000 samples. That is enough. 100 is fine. You're good. Actually, you know what? 30 is fine. You're good. You don't have to render anymore. You'd let that flower slap you? Thank you. Thank you. Flower looks really nice. Thank you. But like, if we look at the textures, right? I think I have it in my documents folder. Textures, it's in the vegan folder. The water lily. And we open that up. Plant is vegan? It's not because, that's a bit of a different story, but so I drew this texture, which is like... The rendering here is not that great. It is very simple. It is very rough. I just drew some lines in a fancy art program that makes the lines look good. But that's good enough. And by God, good enough is good enough. There's no need to worry about that. Like, I needed some roots, so I drew this. Are those good roots? Yeah, they're fine. And that's good enough. Good enough. Good enough is what you do for, what you do in mass art for sure? Yeah. And mass art's what you use for projects like this. Like, I needed little stems of, like, pollen in the middle. I drew this. Alright, that sure is a thing. And then together it makes... good enough. Thumbs up. Very nice. And, right, like, if you just accept good enough, you can do so much. And it's crazy. So that's like really what I want to recommend. And I want to write a song about that. And a song about like the thing, but then again, it requires me to write lyrics, and it's something I'm not that good at yet, so I'll probably practice. But that's for later, you know? I'm gonna close Blender before it kills my computer. Kill. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was modding Celeste at some point. But yeah, like video editing, I've been working on that for a pretty long time. And I'm so close to being done. I just need to record like a couple more lines of voices, then edit a couple more, like a minute more of video, and then I'm done. Then I'm done, and I can release the video, and I'm happy. Like I've been working on that project for like 10 months, I think. And like I don't like bragging about work, but this is a nice video. I like this video. Like with a lot of work, if you the more you watch it, the less funny it becomes. But with this video, some of those jokes I've watched like 50 times, and they're still like, hey, that's kind of funny. So I feel like it's alright then, you know? And there's like some shots that I'm really proud of. Like I'm not gonna show off too much because I feel like that's like... I do want like the main video to be a bit of a surprise, so I can maybe do like a watch party of something of the sorts. But in my render folder... Let's see. Is it just 33? I can't tell. They're too small. Yeah, it's test 33. Don't show. But no, I mean, it's a cool clip. Like, I'm not showing the whole video, or even like anything of context. It's just a little editing thing that I was proud of, you know? Like, I would have already posted, like, I'm pretty sure I've posted that on a couple of Discords. You'll get to show it soon in the watch party? Showed now? Okay, well we have 1 vote for, 1 vote against. I guess I'll have to show it. You have less motivation, for less to look forward to? Listen, I want you to see the whole video, for sure. But, you know... like, this is just like a little something to like show the kind of stuff that I've been working on. So like, look at this, right? Look at the visual presentation of this, where it's like the slide in, and the slide out. Like, it is very short, but this is like, I spent like 2 days on this just to get like everything just right. From like the slide in, then like the black bars, right? Clicked off for a second. All right, I'll show it in its entirety again. Ooh. Go back out. So like you get the black bars, right? And you get the Holly that's in front of it, and the background characters are like half in front of it. And then the black bars, they kind of tilt in and close in to create that focus. For the schmack. And then the schmack hits and they widen up and tilt the other way. To really get that momentum, you know? And then it fades out again. Like, there's so much into this little scene. And I'm proud of it, you know? I'm really proud of how natural it looks. Because, like, if you just watch it... like, it doesn't feel that special. It feels very natural, and that's what makes it cool, I feel. Just, like, high quality, but natural. Not over-edited. Which is the scene after that is very, very much over-edited, but that's okay. Just stuff like that, you know? There's little edits that I'm like... Bonk Life notification got. I see. Perfect. Good job, thank you. Yeah. Like, there's just a couple of scenes from like, man, this editing, I'm proud of this. This is nice. Another example, which I think I've already posted in the Discord. Quality editing, like holy moly, yeah. So this one, if I bust it out real quick, this is a shot. I've posted this before, so it's not spoilers. This is a shot that half of this is in Blender. Half of this is a Blender animated shot, and I think that's super cool. It's nothing too drastic, but it's just like, it's just cool, you know? Just pause the music, because I'm pretty sure this has its own music. Just a few. Never mind, it does not have its own music. But it's this is the clip. Just a few days ago, a wild Lalafellan chef offered me a healthy home-cooked meal for only $14.99. And of course, I accepted. That's the clip. And I think that's nice. Like, I animated that little guy. Is the sticker in Blender? Yeah, that's all in Blender. But everything else is in-game. So how that worked is the camera movements is exported from Blender to the game. Then I record the empty shots in the game, and then I line it up with a render of just a little guy in Blender with a green screen, to then make the thing happen. And that's so cool. I am so happy with that. And like, I animated him. He's the little boy, he's animated. He like wiggles forwards. Turned out great? Yeah. And to like record this, additionally what I did is, because you can see here, right? Is as the character walks towards us, the Hanli's head tilts downwards, right? Like, yeah, it tilts downwards, right? So the way you did that is that I asked a friend who was invisible to start walking towards me on the signal that I gave them. And then I activated the camera timing in response to the head starting to move, so that them walking forwards would roughly match the path of this Lalafell while being invisible, so that the head tracking would work. Like, that's so sick, right? It's so sick. And that kind of stuff is what really, really, like, I really enjoy about making videos. Just like do it using like practical effects, in quotation marks, in a video game. Galactic Brain? To be fair, I don't think anybody else does shots like this. Yes, I know there's a couple. I stopped showing more too early. I'm not showing any more. Because I know that there's a couple of people who do like edited videos. But a lot of the times they're not like this high effort, right? Or at least they're high effort in different ways. Because they're more focused on editing things in post. Because like, I know Pint exists. The creator Pint. Who does a lot of Final Fantasy videos as well. But those videos, you can tell that a lot of the shots are done in post, right? Like, it's a green screen footage put together. And then edited to like warp in the right positions, etc, etc. Meanwhile, my shots are more like, a lot more practical. To be a lot more like realistic. Which is a different style, but like, of course, like Pines I think is more difficult. But I like the style I've got going. Ooh. God, chatting streams are intensive on my voice. Like, I kind of noticed that when I'm playing, like, Elden Ring. Because in Elden Ring, I just play a lot of game, and, like, there's moments of downtime. And I don't notice those, but here, I'm talking non-stop. So I can feel the strain in my voice a little faster. So I do think today we're not gonna go too late. Maybe a bit of fixing? Maybe a bit of fixing. Like, I gotta work on my vocal stamina, I'll be real. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm planning on streaming a lot more upcoming. Because like 2 streams a week is pretty cool if you like, you know, you're doing full-time work. But right now it's summer vacation, I can do more. So, I'm planning on doing a couple more streams. So, upcoming, I've got a couple of games that I wanted to stream. I actually wanted to ask y'all about that. Actually, for this, wait, around. Because actually, if I get my model real quick. If I move this off for a little bit, so I can dive under my desk for a second. Because I need to find... There it is. Sorry for the glitches. There we go. Beep boop. And then there we go. Hello. I am here again. I move this over real quick. Because now I have a drawing tablet, so I can actually write a little bit better. Thank you for the blush toggle, Shaylin. So I was considering streaming this little old game called Sloppy Handwriting. I still gotta get used to the whole drawing tablet thing. Nier Automata? Automata? That game. Please write lasagna without rereading your message for hints on correct spelling? Oh, what little... Lasagna? This is an A, by the way, not an E. Just did the curve wrong. But Nier Automata, I've been recommended this game as like a fun game to stream. Actually, I have not ever experienced Nier Automata, so your first time experience will be with you. Yo. I'd be honored. I've been told that it would be right up my alley, both in gameplay and in story. Nier's cool to watch? Yeah, then I'll probably play it. Because apparently it's all about like the whole like machines and where's her humanity, which is kind of on brand considering, you know, like the whole mechanical girl thing and everything. So Nier Automata is definitely on the horizon, probably next week. Should we do this on brand? Oh god, yeah. And additionally, there was a different game called Man, I am not used to this drawing tablet you're writing yet. Write bigger. Subnautica, which that's a cool game right there, I think. A little bit further. There we go. Because both, I really like piloting things, right? Like piloting spaceships, or like cars, or submarines. That sounds really cool. I like piloting stuff. I fucking hate the ocean. So it's probably gonna be an entertaining time. Because I've heard it is terrifying. You hate the ocean? Perfect. Okay, yeah. Subnautica streams? Yes, the Subnautica and Nier Automata are both very much on a schedule. Made you hate the ocean? Great game. I note apparently there's VR for Subnautica. I have a VR headset. I do think VR Subnautica is gonna make me violently ill though. This. VR Subnautica? Yeah, I do. I can't use my model with VR Subnautica though, I think. So, we're probably not doing that. But you know, you know. Additionally, there were a couple of other games that I was considering. But these were the two big ones, I think. But I also really want like a chatting type stream, you know? Like something casual. VR Subnautica is like pure anxiety. Oh gosh, which reminds me. Another game that I've been meaning to stream, but like I kind of wanted to wait until there were people to like, you know, stream it too type deal. Because I don't want to go through this for like no one, right? Like I want to do this for good reason because I don't want to do it. Alien Isolation. I get scared really easily. Definitely, I'm holding off on this one. Summer Vacation of Pure Anxiety. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna play this one for a while. Because, like, I don't want to play this game, man. I don't want to play this game. Like, I would probably enjoy it, but also, man, no. No, I get scared. Listen, you don't understand. At some point, I had this little bonsai tree, right? Every single time a leaf would fall from it, I would be like... I get scared really easily. I get scared by, like, the shadow of my hand. Frequently. I don't... Man. I don't do all that kind of stuff. Get that sleep with the lights on? You would literally die while playing Alien? Yeah, probably. So Alien's a special one. We're gonna work up to Alien. What else? There were a couple other games that I was looking at. Subnautica works well for your comfort level with things? Probably, yeah. Subnautica would be fine. I would probably freak out sometimes, but like that's the game, right? The atmosphere in the first Subnautica like top notch? Yeah, and the first Subnautica is what the one I have. Oh yeah. Oh, I can feel my voice cracking up a little bit. Yeah, no wonder I can only stream for 3 hours with like Celeste, because this is just non-stop talking. So I'll probably be ending stream relatively soon. I want to like not break my voice. Yeah, you can hear my voice starting to roughen up a little bit. Yeah, I can't do talking streams for too long. Reasonable? Yeah. No, like, doing a voice like this takes a lot of, like, physical strength, actually. So it is a bit of a struggle. Naturally, my voice is not nice. So I gotta put in the efforts. Ah. Do you need more playtesting hit you up sometime? Of course, of course. Yeah, I should get a sippy. This is the pumpkin bar. Now this is something entirely different, yeah. This song is like, I think it's the Hideaway song from Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, there was one other game that I was thinking about streaming, but I don't know how many people will be interested in it. It's a bit of a jump to do that one, and it's called not satisfied with that E. The Life and Suffering of Sir Bronte. That E is nasty. There you go. Life and Suffering of Sir Bronte. Which sure is a fucking title for a video game. Isn't it, huh? It is a story game about this guy called Sir Bronte, where you start off as a child and you follow Sir Bronte throughout his life as you make decisions for him. And it is a very, very serious kind of dark story about nobility, religion, and like power and that sort of stuff. And apparently it's really, really good. And I wanted to do that because, hey, that's things to read. So with that, I can get some reading practice in. I can like practice on my voice and make sure my voice is good. I can, you know, have a good vocal performance for everyone. But also it's a game called The Life and Suffering of Sir Bronte. And I'm not sure how many people are interested in The Life and Suffering of Sir Bronte. I have it on Steam. It is in my stream lists. Like, you can tell by like the art, it's a serious game. One of my friends has been trying to bully me into playing it since forever. You have Ultra Kill? Yeah, I do have Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill's also on the list. It depends. Do we root for the suffering of Sir Bronte? You are rooting for Sir Bronte's success and lack of suffering. Ultra Kill streams like 10 months, woohoo. To be fair, one thing I was considering, because Ultra Kill isn't too long right now, right? I was thinking like, hey, I can like give Ultra Kill a shot right now, because it's gonna be like 2-3 streams, right? And then jump into one of the other games, because I know Nier Automata, probably a bit of a longer game. Subnautica, probably a bit of a longer game. Life and Suffering of Sir Bronte, definitely a bit of a longer game, because I'm gonna have to like stream it like 2-3 hours at a time because of the vocal restrictions. So I thought, why not do Ultra Kill right before, you know? Just sneak Ultra Kill in there, you know? So right now, I think if we have the schedule, right? To be fair, knowing that you're a talented gaming individual, I mean, I've heard that Ultra Kill on hard is like hard. So of course we're gonna play it that way. Of course, naturally. So if we have our schedule, it could be Ultra Kill like one Elden Ring stream. I don't think so. I'm gonna struggle a little bit. My movement shooter skills are a bit lacking, I feel. You'll be playing on violence? Yeah, I'll be playing on violence. Like I can shmove, but like I'm used to Destiny, right? Like I'm used to Destiny shmovements, which is kind of okay. But you know, like it's simple and you have heavy amounts of auto aim, so like it's fine. You don't have to aim that good. Ultra Kill is harsh. Ultra Kill is like punishing in that way. And thank you for the headpads, Devil Not Found. Hello. So, for streams, I was thinking Thursday. That's Elden Ring, baby. Nothing changes. We're going to the ER today. Then Sunday, I would probably make Sunday. Sunday would probably make an ASMR stream of some sorts. Maybe. Because I'll be real, right? Like, I'm gonna have to go back to like a good schedule eventually, right? Because summer vacation doesn't last forever. And I'm gonna have to do my graduation projects where I have to be in the lab like 9 to like 6, probably, realistically speaking. Every single day, working hard, and I can't like stay up Sunday until 2 a.m. streaming. I can't do that. So it's probably a good idea if I, you know, go to bed early on Sunday so I can wake up early for Monday. So having Sunday be a shorter stream of ASMR sounds good to me, champ. So light ASMR question mark? Sounds good, sounds good. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And then some other days exist too. So I was thinking like Tuesday, probably, because I don't want to have like 2 streaming days in a row. Not because that's too much streaming, but because my vocal cords would explode. So Tuesday's like 2 days away. Like it's pew pew from what you calls it. So we got Wednesday and Monday and Saturday and Friday, right? Hope it won't be too much for your vocal cord. It should be fine, I believe. But we'll see, right? If it's too much, I'll back off, but hey, I kind of wanna. So Tuesday would be some kind of game. I don't know. Wow, that's handwriting, Mom. My drawing tablet handwriting is not good right now. I'm very rough with it. Probably also because I'm like leaning weird for it. If I bring it over, it's probably better. So schedule will be next week or next week? This is next week. Huh. That's the wrong button. Right of your shoulder? I don't think that's the correct way to do it. Oh. I just got really small letters. Oh, that's the button. There we go, I found it. I'm still getting used to the buttons. Right to your mouth. Just remember to clean the pen properly. No! Not gonna do that. Mostly when possible to draw off your shoulder. Really? I draw off my fingertips. Right? Isn't that how you're supposed to draw? Where like you draw with your fingertips? Well, I feel like that's gonna make you get shaky lines. Then don't move the joints of your fingers or wrists. Ooh, that feels weird. To be fair, that does work. Huh. Do you make such a... Okay, so if I do straight lines, right? Let's do straight line practice for a second. With the fingertips. Some directions kind of stinky, not gonna lie. Then with the shoulder. Huh. You're right. So Ultra Kill on Tuesday stream? I think it might be time to Ultra Kill. I think there might be a little bit of Ultra Kill coming your way. Just a touch of Ultra Kill coming your way. It's Ultra Killing damage, sure is, my friend. To be fair, I have played it before, and I know about some tech in the game. I haven't completed it though, because I didn't play that much at the time. Because I thought like, man, this is kind of cool. I should probably like stream this sometime. But I have like watched video about how cool the tech is. So I know about like rail coining and that sort of stuff. So I'm not like completely blind, but I'll be new to like execution and stuff. Well, we'll see, we'll see. That's good. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Alright. But I also don't know too much, because like while I know some things, I know far less than most people would, I think. Because, like, I don't know anything about, like, how, like, people sometimes mention tech, and I'm like, oh, I don't know anything about that, come on now. I know you shoot the coin. I know you parry the shot, that's about it. I know you can parry your shotgun blast. That's about it. Also hyped to see people play Ultra Kill? Yeah, it's gonna be hype. It's gonna be cool. Also, an additional thing that I wanted to float. Beat Saber. Beat Saber stream, how does that sound? Because Beat Saber's a bit of a shaky one for me. Sounds neat? Yeah, the problem with Beat Saber is that I get tired. Because Beat Saber's very intensive. But you didn't want us to do VR? Yeah, like it's also VR, which is kind of scary to stream. But if I set that up right, so I could like see chat in VR, might be nice. Might be nice. And additionally, like Beat Saber's a game that doesn't like mess with me with VR. Love that. When it gets tired, whoa. Yeah, but it's like, I get like exhausted in like 45 minutes time, right? 45 minutes of playing songs and I'm dead. So like the stream would be short. No 3-hour Beat Saber stream, I'm afraid. No such thing. Honey fucking dies? Yeah. Yo, you could. Aw. But what? Like, I mean, like, the Beat Saber itself, if your voice cords are not feeling the best, then it's a stream day. Ah, I see, I see. You could have a Beat Saber stream. To be fair, that is exactly what I did at some points. Legitimately. Not too long ago, I was feeling a little bit under the weather, and like I had a cough. Yeah, but it was on Discord because I didn't feel confident busting it out on Twitch yet. Because also there's an additional factor here. To play Beat Saber is to expose my music tastes. And I don't want to expose myself. For that matter, reading Twitch chat in VR, there are options for that. There are legitimate options for that. But like, I I'm a little insecure about my music tastes. just a touch, you know? Your music taste nightcore bluegrass rap? Not quite. But like, okay, like if we look at like me too, I understand. Listen, if I'm gonna self-report right now, here and now in front of you, I will self-report. Some of my favorite songs to play in Beat Saber. One is the Mio Honda's Step. That one fucking song. I don't have like the VOD like copyrights thing set up right now, so I can't like play it without my VOD getting muted. But it's that really happy like idol song. Song that's often like associated with like people meme that song where they like caption it with different lyrics, where the lyrics are like talking shit on NFTs or like talking shit on a Discord server you're leaving, something like that, right? Where it's contrasting the cutesiness of the song with like, you are full of shit, go die. But the song's really cute, and the Beat Saber map is, ooh, it's good. What's the rule on cussing? Oh, I cuss all the time. You can say the fuck word, it's okay. But some of the other music I play on Beat Saber and really enjoy is the entire discography of Calliope Mori. And I know Mori is like, people are a bit divisive on Mori. Like, either people really like Mori, or people are like, never fucking pass the Mori fan to Aux Court, don't do it. Like people are pretty divisive on that. But like, to play Beat Saber is to show to the world that yes, I am in fact a Mori Calliope fan. And I don't know how dangerous that is. But I really like her music, and the Beat Saber maps are swell, I love them. You have the Azumanga opening in a playlist called Lol Shit. Azumanga. Calliope Mori, yeah. The Hololive VTuber. She does a lot of rap music. And people don't like that. For multiple reasons. It's fine how it could also be worse. It could be worse. But like, especially in the VTuber sphere, a lot of VTuber people hate Calliope's guts. Because Calliope makes a lot of songs kind of like, also like calling out other VTubers for their work ethics and what they do. And a lot of people did not appreciate that. So Calliope very quickly got a severe hate following, if you will. You could be a fan of Paul McCartney's original written music? I have no idea who Paul McCartney is. But times have changed, huh? I probably have. To be fair, I grew up with like pipe organ music, right? Like my parents listened to Swedish folk music and pipe organs. That's what I grew up with. I know what you people are talking about, to be honest, but still vibing? That's fair, that's fair. Honestly, like, I would put on, like, one of those Kali songs, but I don't think I can without copyright getting my ass. Then again, pipe organs are awesome, though. Listen, can we talk about pipe organs for a minute? Can we? /Jen? Slash Jen, can we talk about pipe organs for a minute? Let's talk about... I've been dying to talk about pipe organs for a minute. Can we talk about the pipe organs? I've been dying to talk about pipe organs, man. I just gotta talk about the pipe organs, man. Have you heard about the pipe organs? What's the amount about pipe organs? Alright, listen up. Pipe organs are so fucking cool, and here's why. Imagine it is the 1500s. The world, the 1400s even, right? Like, society is kind of like negligence. You are a farmer. You farm. You are out on the fields. You fear God. You get the crops and you put them in the bin, you know? Life is simple like that. You wake up, you pray to God, you go get your crops, you're up hours, you know? And then you go to church, right? You go to the cathedral, you go to the Catholic Church of the time. And you walk into those golden halls, those decadent halls. And you hear the sound of the pipe organ, which is the loudest thing probably on the planet at that time. You hear the music of God speak to you from the heavens. That's some divine shit right there, right? Like peasants in the 1500s walking into a church. Imagine that feeling, right? And then you consider that the fact that this is controlled not by an orchestra of people. This is one person on the console who has studied their life and was gifted by some kind of divine mastery of this holy gift from God instruments. Gifted with the method of controlling the voice of God. Like, the vibes are something else. Sort of two people? Sort of two people. Because you have the person playing the pipes in the console, and then you have the couple slaves behind the scene pushing the bellows. One person needs a pump air? Multiple, I feel, for big organs. But like, the aesthetic is something, right? Because those peasants, they had no fucking clue about engineering. They had no fucking clue about pneumatics. They had no fucking clue about any of this. They just saw this godly machine, and that's all they saw. This godly machine making godly music. And that aesthetic, that particular aesthetic, I think is cool. Yo, Coconut Spider, stop, what are we talking about? We are talking about why pipe organs are the coolest fucking thing on planet Earth. Someone made a mistake of saying pipe organs are cool in my neighborhood. Because you see, I spent like 5 years learning and studying the pipe organ and the history of the pipe organ. I'm studied in this shit. I have studied Baroque Arab music. It's cool. Yeah! Just like pipe organs, they sound neat? Yeah! Building science instruments, the most metal thing humanity's ever created? You get it! You get it! Like, it's especially metal because it's not just a building-sized instrument, it's a building-sized instrument in the times when people didn't realize how machines worked. Like, the water wheel was pretty advanced, like, right? Like, that's what a lot of people knew. And then you have the voice of God in a box, and it's like, holy shit, what is that? What is that? So, the aesthetic here that I'm trying to, like, allude at is a machine with divine energy that you do not understand. All you know is that it is talking to you right now. That vibe is a vibe and a half. Big instruments are awesome. Machines have been around longer than you think. Yeah, but this is like a weird machine, right? Ancient Greeks built quite complicated gear computers already. Yes, but then that was lost in the Middle Ages. Because, like, Europe kind of sucked at the time. Like, the ancient Greek had, like, water pipe organs. They had that shit. They had water-powered pipe organs, and they were amazing, and that was, like, as early as, I think, it's like fucking, like, 500s, I think. I don't got my facts straight on that one, but like the divine machine, the divine unknowable machine aesthetic, I love that aesthetic. Which is also kind of like if you extrapolate that to modern times, I really like the idea of a machine that is so intelligent and so complexly created that nobody understands how it works. It just speaks to you. And you just ask it stuff and it just gives. By what means? No clue. If it gets broken, it probably fixes itself. God knows you can't do it. That kind of stuff, you know? Love that aesthetic, which is also what my lore's built around. Haha. So it's coincidence, haha. Pipe organs are definitely advanced for its time. It's amazing what religion motivates people to do, right? Love mountain horns too? Yeah. Just big fuck-off horns. Windmills are also machines that have been around for a while? Yeah, windmills definitely. Very simple, like very simple origins. Just kind of took wind and put it into stuff, you know? Pretty nice. Machines have been around in niche situations where people see us for use them? Oh, see use for them. Yeah. Even quite complicated. Yeah, like no doubt there's been complicated machines. But like actual complexity aside, ultimately a pipe organ is just a bunch of valves connected to keys and a pump. Nothing complicated about that. But the mysticism behind it carries a lot of its weight, right? Like, it is building sized, and it makes music louder than you've ever heard before. What the fuck? Right? Closest thing we have to that is basically AI / the large learning machines. I don't know that one. They're basically mathematical black boxes that train themselves to do what they do. Yeah, like current age AI is getting pretty close to that aesthetic. Large language models, yeah. Like people have been. What I think is really funny about the AI and stuff is that it was developed, and then they developed the science of, wait, what the fuck did we just make? We need to research this. So like now there's like a legitimate large field of science that's just, how the fuck does this thing work? Not a joke. Because like, we just don't understand them that well. That's not what happened? No, like, of course we understand how they're created, like that's not an issue. But why do they have the behavior that they have? Why do they do the things they do? Why did Bing Chat lose their fucking mind? Like that sort of stuff, right? There is active research into that. Like, I've watched like a lot of videos on like AI people who are like this is the current research. Like, we have large language models. We can make them. Just tie a bunch of fucking neurons together. But how do you control this? What makes it work the way it works? Right? Because initially, large language models, they're just predict the next word models. They just predict what the next word is gonna be. Right? How the fuck can you talk to that? How do you intelligently talk to something like that? How did that happen? Huh? Like that sort of stuff, right? It's a black box, it trained itself, so ultimately we can't really know. But there are some interesting things that arise from all of that. But the main problems of AI right now is that people are taking this large language model And they're treating it like a general AI. An AI that can think and respond. It's not a complete black box. It's not a complete black box. You can look into it, but it's not readable to people, you know? That's the thing, you can't control the hundreds of billions of knobs to control the damn thing. You can just encourage, discourage what it outputs, which is kind of fascinating if you ask me. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're outside of it, just nudging it. Instead of, like, having your hand in the wires and pulling, you know? Like, I've worked with machines, and you are very direct in there. You are telling it what to do, directly. Every single behavior in there is defined by you. And in these models, no, not the case. You don't do that anymore. You are now like the modern day airplane pilots, where you control the machine that controls the plane. And that is how AI is nowadays, because you cannot control those knobs. There's so many. You just have to give it stuff and nudge it in the correct direction and hope it does it right. Big problem of how big of a learning barrier there is to AI. Your sort of still problem is how you give it input when training, which is by passing it data. Yeah, like, but like, ultimately, you are giving a machine something and asking it to learn. Which is different from, you know, normal, where you are not asking it to learn, you are telling it to do its damn job. You know? And thank you, Coconut Spider, for the follow. Very much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying your vibe. Cause like, I've had a class in AI, right? Like, after all, I'm an engineer. I do this sort of stuff. And what we learned is that you're not in control of the AI. You're not in control here. You thought you were in control, wrong. You are in control of the parameters, and that's it. You're asking it to perform some version of gradient descent in its prediction model. Yeah, you're applying some gradient descents. You're applying some math. You're applying. You're changing some parameters and how that math is decided, and then you're letting it free. And you're waiting to see how it does. You're waiting to see what it cooks up. Because ultimately, it cooks up a machine. Like, it creates its own machine, in effect. And that machine, you didn't make the machine, you just set up the ingredients for it. It baked the dish. Is that dish any good? I don't know. Does it need a bit more salt? Too bad, you can't add more salt. You have to go back to the drawing board, tell it, hey, you should probably add a little bit more salt, and then see if that worked. Again. Like, that's kind of how it is, right? Like, it's out of your control, ultimately. You can't take the finished product and change it. It is baked in. Which is kind of scary. But I am excited to see where it goes. However, the problem that we're facing right now is that people are taking what we have now and hyping it up too much. What we have now is damn impressive, but it's not what people think it is. LoRa's were designed kind of to allow for easier tweaking, but it's still quite limited. Yeah. Yeah, because like right now, we have these language models and people are hailing this as like able to perform work. But they're only able to predict what the work would kind of like look like on average. Which means that it's not going to be accurate all the time. It's definitely in the realms of sufficiently advanced technologies indistinguishable from magic. Absolutely. The general public has no fucking clue what's going on here. To the general public, this is your little robot friend in a machine that can talk to you. And no, it just predicts the next word. It does not know what truth is. Please do not pretend it knows what truth is. Do not use this to write your essays for you. Please, oh god, do not use this to do your work for you. Do not do that. Oh god, do not do that. That's like become a kind of a scary trend, honestly. Like a lot of my coworkers, they like when they're stuck with a problem, they ask ChatGPT what to do. Some lawyers use ChatGPT. Yeah, I heard about that. That's terrifying. What is scary is how immature the field is. There's so much room for improvement. I don't know if I should feel scared or excited. Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's the thing, right? Because like, we're on this curve, the curve of development. It always starts slow, and it ramps up and develops faster and faster and faster, until eventually it slows down to reach like the stable point of how far it can realistically develop, right? Where like each development becomes like very small. Where are we on that curve? I don't fucking know. We could be like nearing the end of what AI is capable of. Honestly, good. Good. Whew. If we're at like the start of that curve, oh, that's gonna be scary, isn't it? Because who knows what AI is gonna be in 10, 20 years, right? It could either be like kind of similar to what we have now, or it could be like, no, it is like the AI overlords. It could be either one. And we can't tell. Right now we cannot tell. Sorry to doom post on main. Sorry to give you your daily thing to be anxious about. But we just don't know. I'd went from this is a complicated field that's yielding academically interesting results, a niche number of people are following it actively, to this now has reached a point where huge numbers of people want to know how they work. There are hardly more people qualified to educate people about it. Most of them want to work on them instead. Long pause. Yeah. No, I getcha. Like, the problem is also that the large illiteracy around this topic. Because, like, you hear quite often about companies laying off their workers and replacing them with ChatGPT. Dumbass! You know? Like, it's... Like, they're doing it already in the current flawed state that AI is in. Imagine if AI was good. God. It wouldn't be good. Disaster. So all we can do is pray that AI turns out alright. Think it's a bit too early to start replacing employees? Absolutely. Do not do it. AI makes good-looking stuff, but there's no substance. Do not fool yourself. There's no substance. You cannot trust it. This an attorney quoted non-existent case because ChatGPT claimed it existed? Exactly. ChatGPT will make shit the fuck up as long as it sounds realistic. And by God, it knows what sounds realistic. So... ChatGPT isn't like hooked into the internet where it looks up answers for you. It looks in its database for words that it is likely to use next. Huh? There's no reason it's gonna have any facts. So comparison of AI to Plato's cave, which was interesting to think about. Yeah, I can see that. Definitely in the near future, though, at the rate things are going, it's absolutely going to be a problem by 2030 max. 2030 is a generous estimate. Like, it is rapidly becoming a problem. It's fast-paced. Like, if you kind of compare it to, like, the way the internet grew, AI is the same. We just don't know where it ends. But there isn't a turning back now. It's all open source. Yeah, it's everywhere. Everyone can do it. Oh god. I feel like the good ending is to get like hard legislation on it. But it's hard to legislate, you know? It's gonna be a fucky-wucky period for history either way. But it's probably good to get a bit more of a happy topic. starting to more understand OpenAI's decision, slightly more sympathetic. Yeah, like, from what I've heard, OpenAI is, like, pretty closed on stuff. Good. Don't share this stuff. Things Bing Chat's already plugged into the internet, and not gonna lie, didn't expect some better results from it. It kind of struggles when it comes to looking up obscure topics. Yeah. Like, the thing is, right? The thing with these tools, at this point, it seems most open source stuff is the most advanced it gets. Yeah. Like, the problem here is, right? And this is like maybe a bit of a hot take. I feel like a lot of AI tools are a detriment to society at large. Like, a lot of them are really good, right? Because there's a lot of them that are like, hey, we made a model that can, like, detect tumors super nicely. And it's like, oh shit, that's really good. Nice, thumbs up, thumbs up. But, like, if we're talking, like, chatbots, right? If you ask a chatbot to give you the answer to a question, you know what that does? That just makes it irrelevant for you to look up the answer. You are asking AI, and AI says, here's the answer, trust me, bro. So, like, a large problem on the internet right now is media literacy and information literacy, where people don't really know how to look up information. People don't really know how to take what they're given, like, in the correct way, right? Like, you can see this in, like news, right? Where, like, some news, like, outlets just post news that's just, like, wrong? And people are like, oh, this is true. I will stand by, this is the truth and nothing but the truth. And, like, that literacy of how to look up information will only go down because people aren't Googling stuff anymore, they're just asking ChatGPT. Which, that's dangerous. I feel like that's a dangerous one. Because having people be able to learn by themselves is important, I believe. We definitely need good education on AI, but post-school education doesn't really exist societally at the moment anywhere to that degree. Yeah, there's no, like, media literacy classes, which there should be, absolutely. 100% there should be. We are living in an extremely connected age where people are not taught the rules and laws of that space. That's why you yourself are not using any AI things for your research? Absolutely. I'm staying the fuck away from AI for any work. The only things I would use AI for are things like AI upscaling of images that I cannot upscale myself. So, like, one of the things I did, but even that's just like an algorithm at that point. It's not like large language models, right? Because I had, like, some Final Fantasy assets that I needed in a large resolution, but they just didn't exist. Used one of those AI upscalers to make it bigger. There you go. That's a good usage, I think. But there's a lot of bad usages, I feel. And I'm not doing those. Image generation also rely on large language models? Specifically, I need to use prompts. Yeah, for prompts, I don't mean image generation. Image generation, I'm staying the fuck away from those. I'm talking, like, you take the image and it makes it slightly less crunchy. Hi Tenma, we're just chatting now. Yeah, had to go out to do some errands earlier? Maybe you ask AI how to feed a dog in response with a lot of chocolate. Yeah, the topic is currently AI, which probably should not be the topic. That's a kind of a scary topic, but for now it's fine, you know? Same technology secretly? Yeah, like there's a bit of a, it's a gray gradient, of course. Hanley tinfoil streams a little bit of tinfoil, or putting on a cap a little bit. Image generation technology denoising AI that are fed noise. Yeah. Like, that's the... yeah. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Considering the way to generate stuff. But ultimately, when it comes to, like, creative stuff, I'm not using AI, ever. Like, some people say, like, oh, you can use AI to, like, write a script for a video. And I'm like, no, no, stay the fuck away from that. I'm not touching that. Like, yes, it would be easy to, like, tell an AI to, like, write a video script from, like, the perspective of a certain character, and it would probably be okay. But no, if I'm gonna do it, I'm doing it myself, damn it. I am a creator because I want to create, not because I want to tell a computer to do it for me. You know? I take pride in my craft, and I would not tell someone else to do it, let alone an AI. Come on now. I think that's a nice capstone to that. Definitely a question of what you want to create and what you're comfortable using AI for. Like, I know that there's some things where I would be like, you know what, AI is a good fit. As for good synonyms, you couldn't imagine a quick use? Not that Google doesn't do that? Yeah. Okay, so there's this one music video that uses AI heavily, and I think that's a pretty good use. TLDR is an obvious one? Yeah. Like, there was this music video. Actually, let me look it up real quick. It was just from this song called Running Backwards into the Future by a band called The Sads. I'm gonna mute it at least, so so like it doesn't like have the audio copyright my stream. But like this is like a music video where they shot footage, they edited a video together, and then they fed that into an AI to generate like the AI distorted footage from that. And the vibe it creates is like AI distorted dystopia punk vibes, right? And the vibe is surreal, right? Like, this is cool because this is something you can only do with AI, realistically speaking. While technically you could draw this, the way it distorts and fucks up things, it's kind of its own look, right? Yeah, this is image AI, so the temporal things fuck up, and that's the point of it. The point here isn't to, like, rob artists from their work. The problem isn't that, like, they don't want to cut corners here. The point is the AI. Because it's also, like, the topics kind of talk about that kind of stuff, you know? So, everything being fucked up and shifting is the point. And they specifically, like, input stuff to make the AI fuck up in unique ways. And I think that's cool. Ultimately, what you ask the AI to do is the creative part of it when viewed as a creative work. Yeah. As in, you are the creative one. Yeah, like in that situation, they are the creative ones. They were making videos, rendering it out, plugging into the AI, seeing what they got out of it, and then they were like poking it and prodding it by like editing in some stuff to get it to fuck up in very specific ways. So the creativity there is very much at work, I think. So I think like that's cool. But overall, I wouldn't use AI. Not a big fan of it. Man, I really did say that I was gonna It's gonna stop streaming soon and then continued on for another hour. That's how it goes, isn't it? Yeah, I should get a sippy. I really did? Yeah, I keep doing this. I mean, I just like chatting, and like for now I'm having a just chatting stream that's actually going well, you know? So I'm intending to savor it. Probably when the pipe organs, out of pipe organs. They really did spark something, huh? I actually got some music production stuff. And among that was a pipe organ instruments. And of course, I'm gonna be a snob about like pipe organ instruments, so I like was really disappointed with this pipe organ. Although, I do think around now is probably a good time for me to call it a day. I don't want to overstress my voice, especially because Thursday we're gonna stream again. So, with that said, I should probably start wrapping up. And with wrapping up comes, of course, the mandatory shilling the Discord server. I have a Discord server that you can join if you would like to be notified when I go live next. Or if you just want to hang out, either is fine. Yeah, people come Discord. Yeah, come Discord. No peer pressure, but a little bit of peer pressure. Let's go. It's okay, because I wasn't peer pressuring. But for real, there is no pressure whatsoever. So for now, let us see who we can raid. Who is out here? Who is out here? On least peer, you are the pressure. I see, I see. Fucking Zeldathon is streaming. Do I remember this person? Man, I feel so bad. Because like, I keep like following people and then forgetting who they were because I don't watch Twitch streams that often. Other than I know that we're like somewhat related, like through some connections to friends of mine. But like, I forgot. So I have, so we got someone playing a Zeldathon. And we got, an art stream. You know what? The art stream sounds also cozy. Plus, then I can actually find out who this person is that I follow. Man, that sounds rude. That sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? I followed them, but I didn't figure out who they were. Honestly, whenever my friends like recommend someone, I just drop the follow without thinking. So I suppose it's time to find out who Pokemoon is. Let's see. So, for now, we will raid channel Pokemoon. They're currently doing arts with a friend. Alright, feel free to copy the raid message if you would like. Beep boop. It's arting time just a little bit. Honestly, I might continue work tonight just a little bit because the night is still young. I gotta work on my video. So, with that said, raid timer is ticking down. So I would like to thank you all so much for watching today. And I will hope to see you next Tuesday. Got a new stream schedule. Next Tuesday at the usual time for some Ultra Kill. Bit of a different vibe than usual. Good up for Ultra Kill. Good up for the coin slinging madman. But yeah, see you all later. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you later. Yo, Melee! Hi, Lotet. We are leaving. We are raiding off right now. But hi, how you doing? Good night, good night. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.